What's up, everyone? This is Goldilocks, former TNA backstage interviewer, manager, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Thanks for being here.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 55 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas tonight, we have not one and not two, but perhaps three NWA World Championship matches, but they're with the same people because AJ Styles, the champion, continues his rivalry and feud with D'Lo Brown in a best-of-3 series. What are the chances that, similar to last year when we saw Jerry Lynn and AJ Styles compete in a similar series of matches, are we going to get 3 matches? And are we going to get a new NWA World Champion?
Well, it's wrestling, so it's incredibly rare that we're only going to get 2 out of the 2 out of 3 falls matches. So yeah. We're going off. I mean, I think it's just how it goes. I don't want to say it never happens, but it's very rare that it doesn't happen. As far as a new champion being crowned, I was thinking about this before he got on, and where I do feel like he has a better chance against AJ Styles than he did against Jarrett when he fought Jarrett a few weeks back. I don't think I just cannot see D'Lo Brown being the heavyweight champion. It's just there's no way.
Yeah, it doesn't really, trying to visualize it, it just doesn't really seem to.
That's what I mean.
Make sense.
And, I mean, that's kind of shitty because he's been doing some good work here, but I just can't see it happen. Plus, let's not forget that final match, if we get to it, a big if, it's a ladder match.
Of course.
I mean, you think D'Lo Brown's going to climb his ass up and grab the belt? No.
Well, we had gone about, 4 months without a ladder match, which is a record.
We've been doing pretty good. There was a while there where it was like it was like, oh, we're having one, and then also we're having one next week. And it was like every time they did a ladder match, that's what they did. It was like 2 weeks in a row, and then you take a little break, and then it's like a ladder match.
Wasn't there there was Raven and AJ did one, and then 2 or 3 weeks later it was like Dusty Rhodes and Brian Lawler are gonna have a match, or other way around or whatever it was.
Because I'm pretty sure the Raven and Styles one was like pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't remember which order that did happen, but that did happen in a very short span of like, wait, what? I almost want to say the Lawler and Dusty one happened first, because then it was like Raven. It did too. And because then it was like Raven and Styles, and we were like, oh, come on. They don't need that. But like, okay. And then it ended up being pretty good. Probably, I'd say one of the best ladder matches we've seen so far. And we've already seen so many. We can say that.
Yeah. No, I mean, the low-key Lynn Styles one's probably
that
like the best one, I guess. But yeah. So, we're coming off of the July 16th weekly pay-per-view, which was the 54th one, and there was quite a bit that kind of happened here. We had D'Lo Brown, the number 1 contender, obviously. He defeated Sonny Siaki. There was a last man standing match, which saw Jerry Lynn defeating Just Incredible.
Well, remember, though, that D'Lo match was because if he won, he got 5 minutes in the ring with Russo.
That's right. So then that would mean at the end of the night, he would get his shot at the lead writer of the show, Vince Russo, at the end. Chris Sabin retained the X Division Championship when he defeated Frankie Kazarian by disqualification. The Harris brothers defeated New Jack and Shark Boy in a tag team match. Elix Skipper defeated Amazing Red, and Skipper's been getting some promo videos, some hype videos. So it looks like Skipper might be getting a singles push here. Edward Chastain, who is associated with Don Callis, defeated Norman Smiley in his in-ring debut. Legend defeated Jeff Jarrett in a singles match, in a match that lasted only 2 minutes and 21 seconds, and that was obviously a shock, but they brawled like throughout the show.
Yes, we opened the show hot last week. Then they were brawling, and then they stopped. And then they started again later in the show. And so, I mean, realistically, they did fight a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
As far as brawling goes, at least, throughout the show. And then, obviously, yeah, the match only lasted just over 2 minutes there. And yeah.
I remember when they came out the second time, I thought it was like a replay video, but it was just them doing it again.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a replay. And it was like, oh, look at this. And it was like, wait a second, they're actually fighting again.
Yeah, this is live. Oh, my God. Okay.
Yeah.
And then in the main event, D'Lo Brown did, in fact, get his hands on Vince Russo, but it ended in a no contest.
Yeah, and that was, well, he sort of got it. I don't think he didn't really do a whole lot to Russo because Russo's friends, I don't know what to call them right now.
His associates.
There we go. His associates, Sonny Siaki, Trinity, of course, AJ Styles, and Legend, all got involved in that. And I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, they ended up did they lock D'Lo in the cage again? Didn't he have the cage out there? Or I'm thinking 2 weeks ago.
I think that's 2 weeks ago.
That's 2 weeks ago. Oh, no, he might have had the cage with him. Damn it, I can't remember. Because I feel like...
Oh, wait, did they come out again?
I have this weird thought in my head that D'Lo Brown was in the ring with the cage, and he didn't even get an entrance.
Yeah, but why would he have... Now, if you're wondering why we don't know this off the top of our heads, well, we hadn't recorded in 2 weeks because we sometimes get a surplus of episodes.
I'm doing live research because I can, in fact, look at the posts that I post on social media, which, thank God, are super help. And let me go to the main event. Yes, there was a cage in the ring. Okay, so I'm not crazy. D'Lo Brown did not get an entrance. He was in the ring with the cage, which I don't really know. I can't remember why he had that. And then Russo came out, and of course his headgear and all that kind of stuff.
It was like the chicken one, right?
Yeah, it's the same cage that we saw 2 weeks ago. That little tiny chicken cage. Yep, he ended up taking down Trinity, and then Legend, because Styles got locked inside of it, or at least was hiding from D'Lo in it. And then the brawl ensued. Of course, the numbers game ended up teaming up on D'Lo. Styles hit a Styles Clash onto D'Lo Brown, and then got him in that submission, which of course is teasing their second match tonight is a submission match. And then, yeah, his associates there stood tall, and yes, they did end up throwing D'Lo in the cage, tipping it over, as they all were yelling in it. And this week, unlike the week previous on Pay-Per-View 53, Vince Russo wasn't humping the cage on top, dressed as Jeff Jarrett. Right. That was 2 weeks ago. So similar endings to our shows, which is why we're getting confused. I think it's even more that rather than our little break that you and I had.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was interesting that kind of happened, but and maybe it was even. I think the cage was even sturdier than the first time, if I remember correctly.
I think it had to be. I think they kind of destroyed it the last time. Although I'm pretty sure Styles got out the back of it this time or something. Regardless, it was a piece of shit cage. It's like a poor man's shark cage.
Yeah.
I hope we don't see it anymore. But needless to say, the feud continues. But I don't know. I guess I'm curious. We don't have to talk too much about it right now, but I'm curious where we're going to go after tonight's main event. I guess we'll find out once we find out who wins. If it's Styles, what's next? If it's D'Lo, what's next? Does he fight Styles again? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens after this show.
Yeah, I think for sure we're going to get 3 matches. A ladder match is going to allow it potentially to continue. But, I mean, D'Lo's already lost once to AJ.
Yep.
And he's lost to Jarrett when there was a title opportunity. So if there's a screw job type of finish in the ladder, you might be able to milk it out for a third and decisive match. But at least tonight, I would imagine that D'Lo is at least going to win one match against AJ to give that doubt of, well, he's beat him once. He might be able to do it again for the title.
Yeah.
So that's what I would have to think.
Amen.
Did we enjoy? Did we go a thumbs up for last week's episode?
Let me pull it up. I usually have that pulled up already, and I forgot to. It looks like we were in the middle, if I'm seeing it correctly in the preview. Yes, as always, Bob, I was tilting up a little bit. You were just in the middle, so overall, yes, we gave the show a thumbs in the middle.
Interesting, because I'm looking at my written review here.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I was also looking at your written review.
And I was like, apparently, because this is like 11 years ago. It looks like I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the show about 11 years ago.
There was a comment, I believe it is in that week's review. Now I'm still on this. I still have this goal that I'm going to have Bob renumber all of these on his website because they're not numbered properly. But no, it's not.
There's a comment about Elix Skipper.
That's the one. That's the one I was working on loading up there.
Because so 11 years ago, I was having a hard time buying into Elix Skipper in a singles role because he sounds like a teenager, which is true.
It is, but I think it's funny that you're like, yeah, I don't know if I want him in a singles role. And now, of course, you've matured. Your wrestling taste has matured.
Yeah.
And so now you're like, damn, Elix Skipper's pretty good. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's definitely, yeah. He's been a highlight of this run here, and I wonder if back then, well, it had to have been probably around 2000. I was probably written those in like 2010 or 2009.
Yeah.
So I'm probably coming fresh off of his last TNA run in my brain. But this run right now has been pretty good. Well, with Daniels and everything. So, but that's how I felt at the time. I'm not going to change it. So, I don't know if you're muted, Dallas, but I can't hear you at all. So.
Yeah, I was because I just coughed before I was going to talk again. But I was just going to say, following up with that, I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head if we know anything else for today's show or not. I can't remember 100% at least.
I don't know either.
So we're just.
We'll find out eventually. So.
Yeah. So we will figure that out. I guess before we get into everything else, let's do a little more follow up that that happened over on our Twitter page recently. And actually, this is a lot more because we're not too far ahead as far as our recording goes. It's not too far dated, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
But just recently, we had some posts out. And oh, by the way, we're at Cross the Line TNA on Twitter. You can give us a follow over there. But there was a post during the Russian chain match that happened just a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago to be exact. And Jerry Lynn and Justin Credible obviously had the match, but then Jerry Lynn hogtied Justin Credible, and then Justin Credible obviously did not like that, and he gave him a tombstone piledriver after the match. And in the image posted, it looks like Jerry Lynn's head is nowhere near the ground. I think it's just because it's in motion. Regardless, Justin Credible himself replied to this, and he said, "Hell, you can't say I never protected anybody. LOL." Then he tags Jerry Lynn, although he meant to say chair shot in Nashville was a complete abortion on my part. I still feel horrible about that. And of course, he's referencing just a few weeks before that, during, I believe it was the end of their Lights Out match. He had Jerry Lynn handcuffed above his head, swung a chair at him, busted him open hard way, which they got a really nasty camera angle of that we saw.
I mean, you see the cut forming as soon as it's really good camera work.
Oh yeah, it is really good. And so he essentially beat the shit out of Jerry Lynn. So I replied to him, and I said that chair shot was brutal, but he did look like a badass cutting a promo on you later in the night for the chain match, which he did. He had dried blood on one side of his face. So then Justin Credible replied, "He still teases me about it to this day because I stiffed him for real and I did not mean to." And then Jerry Lynn replies to that and says, "It ain't ballet."
That's right.
Which is so that was pretty good. And actually, he replied to someone else as well in the thread. Who said at least you feel bad about it, and goes on to say some other stuff. And he says, "Dude, I totally fucked Jerry up by accident. The problem was I handcuffed him to the post and he couldn't protect himself. Therefore, the chair shot was all me, and I still feel horrible about it. And he lets me know every time." So it was pretty nasty. But it's kind of funny to me that Jerry Lynn is, every time he sees him, he's like, "Hey, remember that chair shot?"
I know, right? Hey, remember that time you gave me a concussion and cut my head open? It was great.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to one of my new favorite wrestlers, Legend, who gave us a follow on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
If you don't follow Legend, he is at the Joe E Legend. So give him a follow. And he replied to a couple of our tweets, and I was very glad that I found him on there. And also another one that you had to have seen, Bob, at some point. This is a total bad on my part. I hope it's mostly only on the social media post. But Shark Boy corrected me. Did you see this, Bob?
I think so, with this finishing move, right?
Yeah. So this is a funny story here. So I never know what they say on commentary because we're talking over it.
Right.
It's very hard to hear. I know it's the DSD, but what's that first D stand for? So whenever I make my posts on social, I go on the website I'm losing off the top of my head here. You type in a wrestler, you go to the page, it has all their finishing moves. It's awesome. It's really great.
I think I know what you're talking about. It has their finishes and like signature moves and stuff.
Yes, yeah. I use it all the time.
It used to be on Wikipedia, but then Wikipedia like got rid of all that shit, and now it's on like Fandom or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And it's very helpful. I think it's a great resource. Well, apparently my resources are wrong because I posted that Shark Boy hit the deep sea drop, and he was kind enough to correct me here and say, for the record, it's dead sea drop. And he put a smiley face, and I was like, God damn it.
Now, here's the thing. Maybe in TNA, it's deep sea drop. Like they might have changed it, but for him, like he's like, no, it's dead sea drop, but they changed it. So that's something we have to pay attention to.
Well, so now when he wrestles again and he hits it, we've really got to listen. And this is a totally me thing. I feel like at some point I did listen, and I was like, oh, that's what it is, perfect. And like I knew. But then when I make these posts, usually a week or so after we end up doing the episode, I forget these things.
Yeah.
And then I look up resources, and needless to say, I told him that I appreciated the correction, and it won't be wrong again. And of course, freaking David Penzer likes it too. So then now we just look like jabronis. So my apologies to Shark Boy.
No, it's
but that was funny.
No
and
worries.
I have one other thing.
He's in TNA for what? Off and on for the next I guess he's sometimes makes really sporadic appearances, but off and on consistently for about 7 years. So you have plenty of time to make up for it.
Oh, we're gonna make up for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna listen to hear if Mike Tenay says deep versus dead.
Yeah, I think that's important.
And then finally, I got one more follow up that happened on Twitter. And so I thought this was hilarious, but so of course, just I think it was 2 weeks ago as well, we had a six-way X Division elimination match that featured a shit ton of people: Delirious, Matt Sydal, Kid Romeo, Frankie Kazarian, Matt Striker with a Y, and then Altar Boy Luke, who, as we mentioned on the show, is Luke Hawx, who now currently wrestles in NWA. And I didn't know that, of course, before looking it up and talking about it on the show. But I made sure. I always try my best to tag these people on Twitter. So I tagged him. And he said, throwback for sure. And I said, is this the one where oh no, I just replied to him something. It was Joe Legend who was like, oh, that's a long time ago. And I said, yeah, only 18 years. Or something like that. And then he said how he needed to see the match and, helping the boys out.
That's right.
He slid into our DMs. He was very appreciative. He gave us a follow on Twitter as well. And, so if you're not following us on Twitter, this is what I'm going down to, okay? If you're not following us on Twitter and all these other TNA alumni are following us, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, the founder of the company follows
yeah.
us.
Yeah, that doesn't ever, I don't ever forget that. I go to tag him on his birthday. When you're listening to this, it was about a week ago, a week and a half, and I saw it. You two follow each other, and I said, "You're damn right." Double J Jeff Jarrett follows the TNA Cross the Line podcast on Twitter. And if you missed,
you should have DM'd him.
I should have DM'd him and said happy birthday. You're right. But if you missed my plug earlier, we're at Cross the Line TNA on Twitter. And if you want to like us on Facebook, it's not as exciting, but we're still there. We're at TNA Cross the Line Pod. And you can also subscribe to us on YouTube where we post the episodes also.
That's right.
But needless to say, I think that's all my follow-up. It was a very exciting week. And then, of course, our brother here, Conan, K-Dizzle, K-Dog, Retweeting us again. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got to join us on Twitter. Join us for the fun. This is happening live as we're recording.
Oh. Well, I don't know if what I'm about to say really applies to TNA because I don't know if he shows up, but I know over on IcoPod, which we're taking a little bit of a break from right now because we again have a bunch of episodes already recorded. But recently, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff unfortunately passed away. He might make an appearance in TNA.
I actually don't know.
He might.
And it's probably not going to be in our years. So while you're saying your stuff here, I'm going to look it up.
Okay. He might very briefly. I don't know though. But yeah, I figured we'd at least address it. I mean, well, I'll bring it up on IcoPod as well, but that won't be released till way after the fact. But I know that over on IcoPod, if you also listen on IcoPod, that myself, Austin, before even Dallas would get on the show, we would have some fun at Orndorff's expense, I guess, because the guy back in the 80s was on a mega run with Hogan, but then he suffered a neck injury and then would not get it fixed, so that caused his arm to atrophy, which would mean it became significantly smaller. I think it was his right side. I could be wrong on that. I think it's his right.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, but anyway, so one side was significantly less muscle tone and whatnot. And obviously, any kind of comment like that is done in a comedic attempt, not a disparaging and whatever. But to wake up one morning or afternoon after a nap and seeing that Mr. Wonderful passed away is never a good thing to see. And it's really unfortunate. I thoroughly enjoyed Paul Orndorff in his WCW run with Paul Roma. That's kind of the era that I saw him wrestle live. And then going back and watching his 80s run against Hogan, his cage match on Saturday Night's Main Event in 87 is a really underrated match that I don't think really gets talked about too much. Along with his Cactus Jack match at Super Brawl 3. That's also a really good one. So this is Orndorff dying. I believe that means that every member of the Heenan family is now deceased.
It is, yeah.
Which, as a longtime wrestling fan and a man that enjoys some good old 80s wrestling, really is sad because Dallas eventually we're going to put, if you were to go and be like, hey, I'm going to watch WrestleMania 9 and you're like 60 years old, chances are every single person on that show will be dead.
Yeah, which is a really weird thought when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean these TNA shows at some point, I would hope that we all live long lives, but eventually every single person we're seeing is going to be no longer with us. But I just wanted to say, it sucks. Paul Orndorff was a really good wrestler, really good talker. He had the unfortunate injury, but if I was the guy, I'm not gonna get surgery when I'm raking in boatloads of money working Hogan every night.
Oh well, yeah. I don't blame him. And what I think is sort of disappointing, at least as I guess as when I was a newer fan, I didn't know who he was, because I started later than his career was really going.
Oh yeah.
So, by the time I got into wrestling, his career was a couple of years over, really, at least, as far as being in WCW and all that.
When did you get into wrestling?
I want to say somewhere 02, 03, but every time you post something on that you're watching on SmackDown or Raw, I was like, wait, I saw that. And it's always earlier than I thought I was watching. So It always impresses me. So around that time.
So I was going to say, he's in the Hall of Fame by 05.
Yeah, but I didn't know who he was.
Well, I'm just saying, though. If you had gotten into wrestling in 04, 05, by the time you got in, he was well out and retired and in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I was going to say is what I feel like is kind of disappointing is it looks like, because by the way, I'm just going to say it now, he did not appear in TNA, at least not that is being listed on his Wikipedia page.
I thought maybe when Lethal was doing his Macho Man thing.
Oh, that would have been good.
Like he would have, I don't know, maybe not though.
Yeah, but it looks like he, after his Hall of Fame induction in 2005, he didn't make another appearance in the WWE at all until WrestleMania 30 in 2014. And I think, wow. I don't know, it just seems crazy to me to think that he was as big as he was, especially with the runs with Hogan and all that stuff. And then he just kind of, maybe it was by choice, too.
Probably. He wasn't in, like, Legends House or nothing?
No.
With, like, Duggan and stuff like that?
No. But see, that's what I mean. And I feel like, and by the way, I'm not saying I'm this mega Paul Orndorff fan, but however, I think that, I just think it's kind of disappointing. I think, like, this is more disappointing to me. This is going to sound shitty, and I'm sorry. But, like, when Kamala passed away and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's Kamala.
Right.
Like, Paul Orndorff, I don't know, I feel like maybe he's not technically a bigger name. I don't know. It's hard to, I don't know. Depends how you look at it, I guess. But I
think Orndorff is probably a bigger name.
I would say bigger name, but I feel like he's not as recognizable, the word I'm looking for, or as I feel like,
you know what, they might be on the same level.
You know what I mean, though? I feel and maybe Kamala's a shitty example, and so I don't mean to not to shit on Kamala. Rest in peace, Kamala. But right. I'm just using it as an example of I thought it was a sad thing to read, especially after, of course, recently as well, his son was posting a video that got a lot of backlash.
Yes, it did. Well, it was all like in a week's time. Like he posted that video, and then he's home,
and then they said,
better.
And then and they were like, "Oh, see, he's fine actually." And then he passed, and it was like, "Whoa,
what the hell?"
So it's a shame.
It's crazy how quickly life can just like turn around like that. Like, oh, I'm okay, and don't give him 72 hours, and he's gonna unfortunately pass away. Like that's just nuts to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it looks like at least on here it says May 8th is when that video was posted, but
no way.
It didn't get the rounds.
Right, it didn't circulate till later then.
But needless to say, oh wait, this might also be why he never appeared. Oh, because this was in 2016. He was in a class action lawsuit against WWE.
Well, okay.
But that was after even all the other appearances.
That's probably for the head trauma stuff.
It is.
Yeah, a lot of wrestlers have done that.
But needless to say, sad news.
And I've never understood that lawsuit because I remember actually getting in a conversation with Big Vito about it, I think. And I was like, dude, getting hit in the head with a chair is going to probably do something. He's like, well, we didn't know back then. And then I'm like, well, if you didn't know, then they didn't know. So how are they held responsible for that?
I mean, that's a fair point, yeah.
But if I'm going to have a match, and you're going to hit me in the head with a trash can lid 17 times, I should probably know that my brain's going to get rattled, and it's not going to be good.
Well, you'd think so. It's just like if you fell off a bike without a helmet and you cracked your head. It's like it's head trauma. You're hitting your head with something. It's the same idea. Hit a chair or you hit the ground. Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah.
But are we ready to get into some TNA stuff?
Give it to me.
I'm ready. I'm always ready.
I need the dirt. I need to know what's going on.
I got a bunch of stuff. I don't have a whole ton, but I have some pretty interesting notes. And there's some stuff I'm going to hold back for during the show. And I have a reason for it, but I'm not going to say because then Bob will talk me into saying it. And I'm just going to hold it till the show.
All right. Then I'm not going to talk you into it.
Let's look at the poll results from last week. So we gave it a thumbs in the middle. So, Bob, what do you think the readers of The Observer thought of that?
All right. So if I apparently liked it 11 years ago more so than I did just last week, I'm going to say that they said it was a thumbs up.
They gave it a thumbs down. 62.1% gave it a thumbs down. 37.9% gave it a thumbs in the middle. And if you know how to do math, that means 0. I just say middle. So I meant 37.9 gave it a thumbs up. And 0 gave it in the middle is what I meant to say.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was the smallest response in a long time, which is not good, Dave says. So what do you think the best match on the card was?
I'm gonna say, Jerry Lynn and Just Incredible.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it's a fairly clear one. To me, that was easily the winner of last week. It was a bloodbath. I mean, it was crazy. Now the finish is a whole different story, but you know. And now, what do you think the worst match was voted to be?
The Edward Chastain match.
It was Edward Chastain versus Norman Smiley. Now in second place was Ron and Don Harris versus New Jack and Shark Boy, which I enjoyed because it was funny, not because it was a good match. Because Shark Boy gave New Jack the mask, and he was wearing the nose hole on his mouth, so he had that shit pulled tight.
Yeah,
it was crazy. He says here, with the exception of Lynn versus Credible, last man standing match, similar to an 80s Texas death match as opposed to a 70s Texas death match, there wasn't much to the show. Matches were a lot shorter, and there were more interviews, and the show went off the air 15 minutes early for whatever reason. For whatever reason, the Jeff Jarrett versus Legend match only went 2 minutes and 22 seconds or 21, depending on which one you're looking at, and was booked to be much longer. So it was supposed to be longer. We went off there 15 minutes early. Something's a little weird there, but I don't know if I have follow up to that. Before we get into, no, we'll just go into the matches first. I'll go back to the top of my notes after. Lynn and Credible had a real bloodbath with both guys working very hard and fast pace. They did quick pins, but it ended when, after 5 falls, both guys were knocked out. Credible got up, then collapsed, and then Lynn got up, beating the count, and was awarded the win. This made little sense because after the third fall, Jerry Lynn got up and then collapsed, selling, and it was ruled that the match would continue. The third fall ended with a dangerous tombstone piledriver off the middle rope. The finish was so weak that the fans booed, even though Lynn, who was their favorite, went over, and up to that point, the crowd had really gotten into the match. It was the work that got them into it because they were dead for the first several minutes, and even both guys' early blading didn't do it. But the hot work and drama of seeing them go toe-to-toe covered in blood made the difference. Pretty interesting point there. But yeah, that finish was a little wonky.
Yeah, the finish was really bad, and it was a bloodbath, and everything leading up to that was pretty solid. So
yeah, I agree. They are continuing the Chris Sabin versus Frankie Kazarian feud over the X Division title. They also had a lame finish. Kazarian was DQ'd for doing the Wave of the Future, which is that downward spiral move on Sabin onto the belt and pinning him, and he was announced as the champion. Referee Rudy Charles came out and told referee Mike Posey what happened and said Kazarian was disqualified. They didn't do much as in their first match because they were told they were going to have a long series of matches and to hold things back for future matches. So that's why these two haven't been pulling out all the stops yet. And I thought that was a very interesting note. And I was wondering if we were just not having good chemistry or what, but it seems like they were told just tone it down a little bit until we get to a little bit further in.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I feel like their matches haven't gotten a bunch of time either. So.
No.
Yeah, it seems like they're slow building stuff there.
Yeah, I agree. We know that Don Callis is doing this gimmick where he hates hardcore wrestling, so Chastain is supposed to feud with hardcore wrestlers, building to Sandman. Chastain, who is announced at 500 pounds, and that may not be much of an exaggeration, got tired real fast. That's all the note on that one, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
We also know Amazing Red made his return last week, but he did lose to Elix Skipper, where Skipper used the bathroom scale since he's pound for pound the best athlete in the world, so he says. And that was his foreign object that he used to win the match. This was designed to build for a feud with Crash Holly, who won't be able to use that name over the scale.
I was just going to say that you reading that would remind me of Crash Holly using a scale, but he was using like a doctor's scale. Skipper's using a scale that you can get at Walmart for, $12. One of those little step-on scales.
So I think this is pretty interesting. I'm curious to see if it actually plays out because, as we know, Terry Funk was rumored, I think 2 weeks ago at this point, and he did not show up. He was like, "Hey, he might be coming in," and then he never came in.
Would you be interested in a Skipper Crash Holly feud?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, I wouldn't. Because I want Skipper. I don't know. You know what? Maybe this is my own doing. Crash Holly to me is just like a hardcore wrestler.
So, you know what's crazy about that is that he's actually a good worker.
Oh, and I'm not doubting that either, by the way.
Yeah,
It's just
he
like,
was presented.
but that's all I think about. So to me, it's like, oh, a hardcore guy's going to fight Elix Skipper. Now, if they can pull out a good, like, work rate match and shit, I'm like, okay, we can do that. Then I'm interested.
Okay, so we're on July 23rd. So he was, I guess Crash Holly is available. He was released on June 30th.
Okay.
So
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's an interesting time frame. I mean, I guess back then they didn't have the 90-day clause. He doesn't even really have 30 days.
Huh.
They must not have cared.
They probably didn't care. Brian Lee also made his return with Slash, but Dave points out here that Brian Lee, who has lost at least 30 pounds since the last time he appeared, Slash returns as heels in the new church with Jim Mitchell to feud with Raven. Shane Douglas, Lee, Slash, and Mitchell all did a big-time beatdown on Raven. So I almost did forget that did happen last week, but they did
Brian
beat the
Lee
shit
lost
out of
30 pounds?
They're saying he looks like he lost at least 30 pounds. And I looked back on it, and I don't know. I guess I'd have to really compare images. But
I was going to say, I kind of remember him always being fairly slender.
I was going to say he's pretty lean.
Yeah.
But, oh well. And then I think this is my last note, at least as a full touch base and notes about last week's show before I get into some interesting stuff, is that the show opened with D'Lo Brown setting up his NWA title match with AJ Styles on July 23rd, which we are about to watch, beating Sonny Siaki. That earned him a 5-minute match with Russo as the main event. But that never took place since Brown was beaten down by Trinity, Styles, Russo, and Siaki. And Legend was in there too, but he didn't mention him. The psychology of leaving the babyface who is challenging for the title looking like he can't possibly lose, as opposed to leaving him looking like a loser before the match, was not understood. There is a thought process. You beat down the face 1 week, so he gets revenge, and if you've got a super strong challenger, you can do that. But Brown is a weak challenger, and the idea is to build up is to make him look like he'll win, not just this week's jabroni for the champ. Thought that was pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, we apparently agree with him being a weak challenger. Overall, I mean, they're going to probably have good matches, but the believability of him potentially winning it isn't really there.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it, to be honest. Okay, so I guess we'll just get to it in a second, because that kind of plays into future of shows as well. So, the lawsuit and countersuit filed by NWA-TNA against Jay Hassman for supposedly giving them falsified pay-per-view numbers in their early weeks of operation, which caused them to have false sense of how well they were doing, and came very close to ending the company early on, was settled out of court. Hassman countersued for the money. For money he claimed that the company owed him for his help in getting things started. It looks like both sides agreed to their suit without paying any damages, as well as signed a confidentiality clause about the proceedings. This seems to indicate the lawsuit NWA-TNA filed wasn't nearly as strong as they had indicated nearly a year ago. The two sides nearly settled back in January, but Hassman filed a motion to enforce a settlement agreement, and it fell apart.
So they settled it without either party paying anything?
This says that they can't talk about it. Essentially, they looks like both sides agreed to drop their suit without paying any damages, and they can't talk about the proceedings themselves.
Okay, well he goes to jail.
Yes, we know that, and of course, if you are, we didn't touch on this one, but we might as well touch on it real quick now since it is goes with this. If you listen to the My World podcast with Jeff Jarrett and Conrad Thompson, they have an entire 2.5-hour episode about Jay Hassman. Highly recommend you listen to it, especially if you're interested in these notes that we've been reading in real time compared to our shows.
Yeah, I mean it's honestly it's the best podcast going.
It's real good. Yeah, it's good. And as of this recording, the last TNA one that was out was them talking about the Tennessee Titans, which of course we knew happened many weeks ago in our world, but still worth a listen. I mean, they talk usually for 2 hours about something else leading up to it about TNA, and then they talk for like 30 minutes about the actual topic, and it's all really good. It's all good.
So I just typed in Jay Hassman into Google, and it looks like he gets sentenced in 2007.
Oh wow!
For like grand larceny and stuff like that. I don't know how long he actually ends up going to jail for.
Yeah, I guess I don't know the exact number either, but it happened.
That's crazy.
I got some good news here coming up next. That's not about suing people. Chris Harris and James Storm have signed a new contract just days after there had been a lot of internal talk about them leaving when their current deal expired. The claim was that they were interested in a WWE offer when their deal was up, so that probably led to TNA trying to re-sign them immediately.
Well, if they were to have gone to WWE, they probably would have gone to OVW.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not showing up on TV.
No.
Immediately. So, they probably made the best decision because, I mean, it's too early for them. It doesn't really matter, but I think the perfect time, if they were to have jumped to WWE, it should have been like 2005, 2006. Would have been the prime time to go. I mean, they were just on all cylinders in like 2005.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, but right now, this is too early. And I would much rather be on a pay-per-view show. Sure, it's only getting, 15 to 20,000 buys or whatever. But it's probably better than being in a developmental system in Kentucky.
People trying to sneak you in their hot tubs and
in front of 80 people.
Else.
Yeah, with Jim.
Probably not getting really paid, having to work another job.
Yeah.
Which actually, I mean, they're probably doing the TNA realistically too. But I mean, at least America's Most Wanted is on every show.
Well, it's funny you mention that because I think all of the knockouts for a stretch there had a second job, like Taylor Wilde or whatever. She worked at Hooters or something like that.
Oh, I think I've heard that. Yeah.
Or one of the knockouts worked at Hooters to go along with that, and they were making more money at Hooters.
Well, so that's gonna be a conversation in what, a couple of years,
couple of years. Well, yeah, like you have Panda Energy, you have freaking $1 billion company, and you're paying your wrestlers like $9,000 a year.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Panda, though, great transition, Bob.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. There has been some discussion regarding the crowd, and that's because Panda made the call to limit freebies as a way to increase the paid attendance. I mean, it makes sense realistically, right?
Sure.
Well, the crowds have been down around 800 the past few weeks, roughly 50% paid. So while the paid attendance is up a little, others believe the lack of a full house has hurt the atmosphere on television. Heat has been generally down and was way down for the July 16th show, although they weren't giving much to cheer about.
Yeah, I mean, once you introduce the freebies, it's very difficult to rescind that. And like, for instance, WCW, for many years, they were like, we need you to come to the show, so just take a damn ticket. And it took them to develop the NWO to get people to come to their shows willingly. So TNA is going to need that one major big angle to probably justify it. And I mean, aside from sex, which started off pretty good and then quickly evaporated, I don't think they've really found that big angle to kind of put them on the map. So they still got to find that.
No, I agree with that. I do think that at this point, they should probably, if they want to do some paid, at least for like ringside or something, and then kind of do freebies for the rest, I feel like they should, because when that crowd is full and they're hot, they're really hot. So I do think, as far as it being a pay-per-view company and making it worth it in that sense, I think it makes sense to do.
Yeah, I think the page should definitely be ringside, and fill up the rest of it with your freebies. And like you've said, I mean, it's clearly not a live event based company.
No.
So you're not trying to make a profit based off of how many people have come to your show. You're trying to get buys on pay-per-view. So
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
I don't think I would sacrifice the atmosphere for paid people coming to the shows.
Well, and can we just not forget real quick, in just short amount of time here, Bob, we're going to go down to Universal Studios, and there should be no paid attendance.
Yeah.
So let's not forget that. And those crowds, or at least for a little bit, still, I would say, unless my nostalgia goggles are on, or stay pretty hot for at least a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. There's diehards that really kind of carry that. But I recently signed up to the new YouTube thing, which I'm sure we'll talk about later on. But I was watching like Hardcore Justice 2011. It was the Angle Sting main event, and the crowd was so phony and clearly was on par of like Jeremy Borash just telling them to cheer. So I think by 2011, which is after Hogan and Bischoff arriving, I think the diehards were probably ran away. But from 2004 to probably from like 04 to the end of 09, you've got your diehards. I do remember the first episode in 2010, like people were fucking amped up for it, and then by like the end of the first hour, they were like, "Oh boy, Val Venus is here."
Yeah, I remember. I feel like I was pretty hype, like watching as a fan that show. And you know what? I hope we at least get to like that because like it's gonna be like, okay, the podcast is done. We can't do this.
I'm telling you, I was fucking pumped for that because that was the same night as Bret Hart returning on Raw.
Dude. Yeah, and Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels in the ring on Raw.
Yeah, but I was like, listen, I need an alternative. I basically was like hoping TNA would be what AEW is now, I guess, essentially.
No, that's it. I think that's a really great way to look at it. That's a really good comparison.
So I was like, I'm watching Impact. And when Impact would go on commercial, I'd jump to Raw and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I watched I watched the whole Impact show. And then like the next day I was like, oh my God, dude, I'm hoping like 2 million people watched fucking Impact. And I see like the report, and it's like Impact did a 0.6. And I was like, what? And then fucking Raw was like 4.5 million people watched Raw over. And I was like, oh no. And I think like the next week Impact was taped. So it was like, oh, Impact did a 0.4. And I was like, oh no, this is not gonna happen.
See, now you're making me look up the number now because now I need to know what their actual one was. Okay, I actually have the real ratings right here. Ready?
Okay, what were the real ratings?
I'm just gonna give you that. I'll give you those those are skipping dates. I'll give you the January 4th, and then we'll continue on with our stuff here because obviously we have a few years. Raw got a 3.6.
Okay,
which is pretty good, and Impact got a 1.5.
Impact really got a 1.5.
Yep. I'm trying to see here.
I guess I was way off.
Yeah, Raw came out on top, averaging 5.6 million viewers, while Impact averaged 2.2 million.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
No, and actually, it's funny because Eric Bischoff loves to bring it up on his podcast, where he's like, "Yeah, 4 million people watching AEW like they were watching TNA wrestling when we were there." No, they wish they were getting those numbers. And it is kind of funny when you think about it because I feel like that time is definitely shit on a lot, but we're not getting into we don't need to get into rating talk because we could do it on Lycopod too with our buddy Austin because he brings up ratings the same thing. It's an entire different world right now. There's way more different entertainment.
Yep.
And the way that they like put it, for example, Bob, you and I, we both have YouTube TV. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's counting as a rating. Like I don't think that counts. You know what I mean? I don't know how it exactly works, but that's what I'm getting at is there's different ways to take in this stuff. So the ratings, yes, they're important for advertising and stuff like that. They're going to be different in 2021 versus 2010 versus 1997.
Right. So when you have, let's just say, I don't know, 15 to 20 different streaming services
people find other stuff.
Yeah, and to compete against AEW, and they're still doing 800 to 1.1 million. That's pretty impressive. When you look back at 2010, and Impact's doing a 1.5, and there's really, I mean, there's other shows, I guess, but there's not other means of entertainment that you're kind of battling against.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, in hindsight, is it impressive that Impact had 2 million? Sure, but in that time, though, it was like that's not that much.
Exactly. And I'd just like to add, my last little piece on that is during the quote unquote TNA Raw Monday Night Wars that we had. First off, there wasn't a whole lot, and TNA did not come close to Raw. That was their highest one, the 1.5 on January 4th.
Yeah, they lasted like 3 months.
Yeah, it ends May 3rd.
Yeah. So yeah, just over 4 months. That was like, we're going back to Thursday.
Yeah, and actually I was just gonna say, if I remember correctly, right here is the fans have spoken, and with their input, we have determined the best time slot to maximize the TNA audience is on Thursdays nights, where we are confident it will be among the most watched shows in Young Men. And now Thursday nights, man, that's where it's at. That's where it is now. They're back to Thursday nights.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not really on a lot of cable providers or streaming services, so it's really impossible to watch.
No, but it is free on Twitch.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey,
well, now with the YouTube thing, I guess I can watch it like the next day. If I really wanted to.
There you go.
I'm not going to, but if I really wanted to, I guess.
I don't want to say you'd enjoy it, but I think that you'd. I think if you were like, oh shit, there's like let's say like Thursday night, 8:00, you're like, I got nothing to put on. I just get some background noise. And you threw Impact on Twitch, I don't think you'd be disappointed in it.
I was doing that when it was on Pop.
Oh yeah, fucking Pop.
I would put it on, and what was crazy was, okay, this is what would happen. It'd be like Impact Wrestling at 8 or 9 or whatever, and then Big Brother After Dark was on right after. So I was like, cool. I got 5 hours of my night planned out here, so I'll watch Impact, and I got Big Brother After Dark.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, back on track. I got 2 more notes, and that's it. So let me spit them out here. But this was fun. I'm thinking about you 2010. I need to get my hands on those episodes and really watch how bad they are again. But anyways.
Yeah, you know what? You think there's a lot going on these shows, on those Impacts in 2010?
Well, I watched it, and I as like a young fan, like 2010, I'm like, what? I'm not even graduated from high school yet. I'm like, ready. I'm like, oh yeah, it's be good. I'm like, oh my god, the Nasty Boys, but they're old. Like
against Team 3D, this is awesome.
Honestly, the only thing I remember like being cool out of that is I feel like I was like, oh shit, all like Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and X-Pac are all together again, even though clearly like they probably shouldn't be. But I was like, That's kind of cool with Bischoff in the ring, and like so like that was like cool to see. But and then although I did like it that they were the band, I was like, shit, that was pretty. Yeah. Anyways, I'm getting too far into this now.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah, you guys hold on tight. Follow along at Cross the Line TNA on Twitter. In just a few years, maybe like 7 years, we'll be there.
I'll be 39.
I was hoping Bob was going to make fun of my Twitter plug because that was still recent. But anyway, Barry Buchanan has been in the works regarding coming in. Now I'm going to pause there before I finish this. His name has been brought up for months.
Yes.
I'm going to be shocked if he fucking comes in. But we'll see.
He might get an explosion. You never know.
Well, I think he did already.
Oh, really?
I think he was under a different name, and I think this was a while ago, so I think it mentions it here as well. So he was told to come up with a new masked gimmick, and he spent money to get a new outfit. He was then called in to do a dark match, but there was a problem when he asked to get paid. Now, I'm going to pause again and just give you a foreshadow. This next part is really interesting.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite notes. So he asked to get paid for this dark match. Well, not realizing wrestlers who work the dark matches here usually pay both their own transportation, and if they are unknown, then they don't get paid. So he wasn't thrilled about that one and made it clear, and he hasn't had any talks with anyone since.
Wait a minute. Barry Buchanan, who was known as Bull Buchanan,
yep,
or maybe even better known as B Squared.
B Squared, baby.
Is not unknown.
Apparently he was enough that they didn't want to pay him.
Wow. That's amazing.
But yeah, so I thought this note was interesting because we didn't know that they pay. No. I mean, the transportation thing I think makes sense. Not getting paid at all if you're like an unknown was kind of shocking to me, but different time, and it is what it is. And this is the time of like exposure. You want exposure.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, well, two things. I got a funny story about the exposure thing, but first off, so you're saying they're saying just the dark match, not that wouldn't also include explosion?
Well, that is, I would say, considered the I put that all in one.
Okay, because I mean that would make sense, like how like Nate Webb and all them, like they're probably paying their own way to get there and get a shot or whatever. Delirious, side out, stuff like that. The second thing about exposure, which I always laugh whenever I see it, excuse me, is there was a shoot interview. I can't remember the name of it, what the series is called, but it was with Adam Pearce and Gabe Sapolsky. Both guys were bookers for Ring of Honor. Gabe, obviously, from the beginning until 2008, and then Adam Pearce did it for, I think, like a year or two. And Adam Pearce, he takes over. And these guys are in the same room. Like, they're talking to each other, like, comparing and whatnot. And, one of the questions is like, oh, Adam, what was one of the more glaring things that, like, surprised you? And he was like, what, honestly? He was like, the pay. Like, how much the boys were making. And Gabe goes, oh, do you think they were making too much? And Adam goes, they were making, like, nothing. And they were, like, killing themselves. And Gabe's face is just like, uh-oh. Because the whole, like, Ethan Page and a lot of these guys have said that Gabe wouldn't pay people. He'd just be like, you're getting exposure on my shows.
Yeah, I've heard this.
So.
And a lot of them have now backfired and like called them out on it, which has been. Yeah.
Because there was somebody, I think recently said something on Twitter about how it's like bullshit that, you get paid like nothing. And then I can see two sides of it. Like, number one, you're agreeing to do it for nothing. Now, is it bullshit? Yes. But if you love it, I guess, you would want to do that. Realistically, if you are a wrestling promoter and you can't pay everyone involved in it, and I'm talking about people setting up the ring, concessions, whatever, then you probably shouldn't do it.
Well, it's a difference between can and want to pay them, I think, is part of that as well. Right. And I think that's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah, I know for a fact if I was ever a wrestling promoter, I'd probably go bankrupt the first time, because if I were like, hey, man, can you do a pile driver on the ring apron, which I know is, one of the softer spots in the ring. But let's say a shooting star press. I want you to do a shooting star press off the top through a table on the floor. And here's $20. No, I'd be like, what's appropriate? $950? $1,200? Like, I don't fucking know. Like, yeah. Like, Bob, you went way over budget. And I think, well, I don't want this guy to potentially kill himself for, like, hey, dude, you don't have to worry about paying for Hulu for a year because I just paid you $100. Like, cool.
I paid for your Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay. My last note here, Bob, and it's kind of an interesting one, but I don't think it's as much as the end part of that Barry Buchanan one there.
Okay.
This is actually, it was in the WWE SmackDown notes from the July 17th show section. So Terry Taylor apparently just departed from the company, and apparently it was not a financial cutback issue, but it was a discipline deal. But not believed to have much, if anything, to do with him offering divergent opinions. So reports are in that he's waiting to see if he's going to be offered a severance package before taking a job with TNA, which would nix such a package. There is no official word he's even being offered a job in TNA, but he's got friends, in particular Scott D'Amore, who is something of his kind of like his protege in the company right now. So I'm bringing that up because Terry Taylor may be coming in.
I thought you were saying he was getting fired from TNA. I was like, what? And then maybe coming in.
Yeah,
that guy's jumped from like every company 4 times each. It's incredible.
And isn't he known to be? He's like he goes to all the dirt sheets.
He's a stooge. Yeah.
A stooge. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And he's very known as that, which I think is kind of hilarious.
Well, when you're not really doing much of anything on TV, you might as well stir shit up. So.
Exactly. But that's all I have for my notes, Bob. So what do we have for independent news before we get into Explosion into this pay-per-view?
All right. Well, a few people stayed busy here, and I forgot to send it to my email, so I got to read off my other computer.
Oh, I thought you were holding up printed pieces of paper for a second, and I was like, Bob, why did you print it out?
No. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I got one thing before because it's regarding this YouTube thing for Impact. Okay, so AJ Styles, he teamed up with Amazing Red to defeat the Briscoe brothers on July 19th at Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor show. Then the next day, he defeated Jimmy Rave to retain the NWA World Championship at Combat Zone Wrestling's Deja Vu 2. D'Lo Brown defeated Slick Wagner Brown on July 20th at USA Pro Fan Fest. CM Punk lost to Danny Dominion on July 12th for MCW/NWA Midwest. He defeated Raven in a dog collar match at Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor on July 19th. And then he lost to Mike Cruel on July 20th at USA Pro's Fan Fest. Julio De Niro lost to Chris Hamrick on July 12th for Cyberspace Wrestling. He then defeated Jeff Rocker on July 13th for ACW. He teamed up with Jimmy Cicero to defeat Billy Redwood and the Bruiser on July 16th for BCW. He defeated Flash Williams on July 20th for DCW. And lastly, Raven defeated Buff Bagwell on July 13th for CAPW. And then he also defeated Loki on July 20th for USA Pro's Fan Fest. So that's all there is for the indie notes this week. And then I just want to point out, and maybe this will incentivize people to join the YouTube Impact thing, because I just got a notification saying Impact Insider members are the first to know about special weekly deals on shopimpact.com. For 1 week only, save $5 on the Slammiversary 2017 DVD and add this historic event to your collection.
2017?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. Do you want to buy it or what?
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't have it in my collection, so.
Yeah, well, instead of $19.99, you can get it for $14.99. And if you're wondering, hey, what the hell happened on that show? Well, in the main event, Impact World Champion Lashley battles Alberto El Patron in a huge title unification match. Plus, EC3 takes on James Storm in a strap match. Eddie Edwards and Alicia collide with Davey Richards and Angelina Love in a Full Metal Mayhem match. And so much more.
Wait a second. I like that feud.
Oh, no.
When Davey Richards turned on him and then Angelina Love, and they were all, well, now, of course, they're not together, so it's not as, like, fun.
Right.
Dude, you're going to be flashbacks. And if they were doing a unification match, was that when they were doing the Global Force stuff?
It has to be.
Dude, oh my God. We could talk another 20 minutes about that. Anyway, I'm not gonna get. If I start, I'm not gonna stop. I got problems. Let's talk about Explosion. This is Explosion number 42, and it was taped on the same day of the show we're watching, July 23rd, 2003, and it aired on July 27th, 2003, and it featured the following 4 matches. Abyss and Kid Cash defeated Kappa Tapa Kega, which is Andy Jax and Kurt Daniels. I think that's their name in my, because I have 2 different notes here. Oh, that doesn't even have their other names, so that's their names that we're getting. Nurse Veronica defeated Daisy Hayes. The Harris brothers, Ron and Don, defeated Delirious and Nate Webb. And then in the main event of our incredible card here, 3 Life Crew, BG James, Conan, and Ron Killings defeated Briar Wellington, Chris Hero, and the Soul Assassin. Don't have any information about who the Soul Assassin is.
I don't even know like much of anybody that you just said in that whole thing.
No, there's
aside
a lot.
From, like Chris Hero.
Well, you know, obviously Delirious, Daisy Hayes, but
well, yeah,
the Kappa Tapa Kega. Don't know who they are.
I have no idea.
Or Briar Wellington. But anyways, Bob, that is all I have. I'm ready to get into the show. Let's do it.
All right, Dallas. Well, it's that time then. It is time for the July 23rd, 2003 weekly pay-per-view for NWA TNA. If you want to follow along, pop it in from your own personal collection. Maybe at this point, Impact Plus doesn't even exist. So hopefully you're a YouTube Impact insider like I am for $4.99 a month. And hopefully it's been uploaded on there so that you can watch along with us. And maybe this means Explosion will finally be available on some form of a streaming service. Probably not, but worth a shot. So I'm going to count down from 5. And when I say play, hit that ever so beautiful looking play button. And for like the next hour and 54 minutes, Dallas and I are going to try to comprehend and enjoy the show. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go.
Do 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 do.
Dun, 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 dun.
I grabbed a Pop-Tart before we.
Oh, there you go. My lovely girlfriend brought me a coffee to get me through this, and then of course, as of this recording, afterwards I'm going to be watching AEW till probably close to midnight. So I can't wait.
If you think I only got 1 package of Pop-Tarts, you'd be mistaken. I have 2.
A lot of crowd shots here, Bob. How many do you think are in the audience right now?
950.
We are actually back up to 1,100.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty freaking awesome, if you ask me. So I'm pretty pumped. Are you down? Look at this. Are we about to get started right away?
Well, when you have 3 matches, I guess you have to, right?
Well, no, do you think they're... are they doing this how they did with Jerry Lynn and Styles, where they separated them? Because didn't they separate theirs throughout the show, or did...
Yeah, they did. I would assume they would.
D'Lo looks hyped now. If he was James Storm right now, and I'm looking at his face, he looks excited, but he doesn't look too excited.
James Storm, he cracks me up.
Poor guy. Eric Bischoff. Every time they watch a show, they're like, "Okay, we're watching Final Resolution 2011 today." He's like, "Watch James Storm's face. He's got a boo-boo face." Here comes Styles, our NWA World Heavyweight Champion, with Trinity by his side, wearing red leather.
What the hell? Since when is Trinity in his corner?
I don't know, but she's looking good in red. I like this look.
Is this the first time she's been his manager here?
Like this, yes.
Yeah. That's weird. So what? So I'm so confused now. Is Russo just has like a smaller version of Sex where it's like him, Siaki, Styles, and Trinity?
A smaller and I would say better version.
Oh, 100%.
I actually really, really like the group of people that Russo's like surrounded by now.
Yeah.
Here's JB giving us our intros.
It's not watered down.
No, dude, it's all good
like
people.
Mike Sanders and shit like that. Glenn Gilberti.
Okay, so remember, this one is a pinfalls only match, I believe. The second is a submission, and if we need a third, it will be a ladder match. And this match is sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. Andrew Thomas is a referee for this one. Let's hope he doesn't fuck up. Not saying he usually does, but I'm just making up.
No, maybe not him, but at least once a show there's a screw up involving a referee.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, Shane Douglas not pulling out the referee and he has to throw himself out. It's the whole thing.
From Chicago, Illinois. He's the #1 contender. I like this, man. We're not even 4 minutes in the show yet, and we are getting the introductions for our first match. This is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't need to have a 4-minute hype package. We know what's going on.
No, but I'm actually shocked they didn't do one.
Yeah.
If you guys are curious, Trinity has her tongue pierced. I just saw it. In case that means anything to you.
Well, they say it feels different when it's pierced like that.
I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know.
Here's current reigning and defending NWA Heavyweight Champion of the World. Dude, this is just making me miss live wrestling more and more. I cannot wait to go to a live wrestling show again.
Yeah, when's the next time? September?
Yeah, ours is going to be in September for the Dynamite.
Yeah. That's probably going to be like 4 hours long.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm so ready. I'm taking 3 days off of work. Dynamite, Dynamite, and then 2 CW shows.
I did the same thing.
I'm going to.
I took off, because it's like on the 29th, right? September?
Off the top of my head, yeah. Here we go.
Okay,
We're locked. Well, Styles got D'Lo in a headlock.
I don't go back to work till the 6th of October.
That's awesome. Oh, dude. Okay, we'll hang out for my birthday. It's that weekend.
Nah, my dad's birthday's the same day.
Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. I once had a girlfriend that had the same birthday, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it sucked.
Well, D'Lo's got the headlock now.
Oh, Styles got a black heart tonight, he says. We saw his true colors. Oh, jeez, okay. Styles just did a Rikishi bump on a shoulder block.
The power of D'Lo.
50-pound weight advantage caused them to flip around on a shoulder block. Not an oversell at all.
No, dude. It's just the strength of Styles here. Off the ropes, D'Lo with like a back elbow there. Knocking Styles out of the ring. He's going out of the ring. Trinity's coming around the side, though, it looked like. She stopped herself, though. D'Lo rolling Styles back into the ring, climbing up to the top rope. Let's see. Jumping clothesline. For cover. To kick out
1,
2.
2. Oh, come on. That was on a 1 count. Well, I guess it was 2 count, but it looked like a 1 count.
That's okay. You need to do those sometime.
Now, I'm surprised you haven't pointed out that AJ's wearing white.
Well, he's been doing it more, so it's not as fun. D'Lo looking like he's going for a Styles clash. Oh, Styles slipped out. He's got him in an ankle lock, though.
The calf crusher. Oh, wait, ankle lock. Or what? Is that what he calls it nowadays?
The one he does, yeah. It's calf crusher. Oh, look at that. He's flipping out. D'Lo's got him wheelbarrow. Nope, Styles slipped out. Slams him down.
Oh.
Can it sound?
Wheelbarrow face buster. It's okay.
Driving big right hands. This is great. We just hit the 7-minute mark if you're following along at home.
Oh, Styles countering a head scissors. Oh, the double leg slam out of the corner. Now I'm surprised he could do that with D'Lo having a 50-pound weight advantage.
That's a fair point.
Well, I mean, that's what they were talking about on commentary. That's why he did the Rikishi bump on a shoulder block.
Well,
because
he was
D'Lo weighs
enough.
50 pounds more.
And D'Lo only wears this one color outfit. He doesn't have anything besides purple knee pads. Beautiful. Drop Salt by AJ Styles.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm getting better.
God.
Just like Shark Boy. I promise I will get your finisher right.
Yeah, as soon as like you figure things out, though, like it changes. Like you figured out how to tell apart Joel and Jose Maximo, and now they're not even really in the company anymore. So
Yeah, they're gone. So now it doesn't even matter.
back suplex by D'Lo Brown. The crowd seems like they're making noise, but the people across the hard cam are standing with their hands in their pockets.
But they're standing, so I'll give them that at least. But there is some noise, but it's probably JB trying to throw shirts and shit. Oh!
Pele kick.
That's what I'm talking about. Calls that the Pele.
I don't know about you, but if I was sitting in the bleachers, I'd be very annoyed that I'd have to stand up when there's a seat right there.
Yeah.
If everybody just sat down, life would be so much easier.
Sometimes you just gotta stand, though.
Yeah. But like front row, do you really got to stand up?
You don't, but I've sat in front row, I'd say most of the wrestling shows I've gone to, and like you just gotta get up, man.
Dallas, you are also like 5'1".
Yeah,
obstructing views.
Well, I'm 5'4", but I'm not 6'7" like you are. So
I'm 6'4", and yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass when you stand up and you know you're blocking like everyone.
Oh, spinning heel kick, but he kind of partially blocked it. They're saying he kind of just was dazed and went up against the rope.
Kind of grazed him with his spin kick there. There's a heel kick by D'Lo because of that 50-pound weight advantage. He was able to knock down Styles with just his heel.
I don't like that they're like playing on his weight now, though. They've never done that before for him. So like, why is his weight play thing in now? Like so much that Styles did that spin kick and he didn't even knock him down.
Right.
Like that's silly to me. Come on.
Another 2 count. Is that guy in the front row wearing a Ring of Honor shirt or what?
You know, it's either Ring of Honor or it says like RVD maybe or something.
Oh, it could be RVD. Yeah. Northern Light suplex by Styles for a 2 count.
It looks like it says RVD to me.
It looks like it says RVD, yeah.
I saw an ECW shirt. There's all sorts of them. D'Lo, oh, there we go. Throwing Styles outside of the ring.
I saw Trinity get on the apron. What's she doing? Oh,
she did something to D'Lo.
I think she dropped him over the top rope. Throat first. D'Lo's unconscious from that. Oh, springboard 450 by Styles. Oh, it kicks out at 2.
The springboard into the flip splash, as TNA says. God damn it, TNA. It was a 450.
Styles, and you know what? And TNA knows that.
I
TNA
know
knows
he
the
does.
fucking move. Of course he knows the move. I'm surprised he wouldn't be like, there's a 450 move, which was created by this guy in Japan in fucking 1992.
Right. Yeah, give the full stats on it. Yeah. D'Lo just crotch Styles up on the top rope, and now he's climbing up with him.
Let me tell you, the first time somebody was crotch on the top rope was Buddy Rogers back in 1951.
Wait, Trinity is distracting there.
What the fuck? Oh!
Oh my god. D'Lo just tried to go for a moonsault, like fall-away slam kind of, but he almost broke his neck.
What the fuck was that? What is D'Lo Brown doing? Oh, who's that? Dude, that's Sonny Siaki.
Sonny Siaki's in the ring, but Trinity's got the ref still distracted. Siakalip's now. And Siaki cost him the title match a couple weeks ago, as TNA's reminding us.
He's wearing jeans, by the way.
Yeah,
so I don't think he's wrestling tonight.
Oh, that's a 3.
Wow.
Winner of fall number 1, AJ Styles.
See, now I thought D'Lo would have at least won the pinfall one.
I thought he was going to win the pinfall one too, because Styles has like a submission move that he does. Does D'Lo?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, a submission match. I mean, I guess you don't technically need to use a submission hold, right?
I guess as long as they give up. We're here with Mike Tenay and Don West now.
Right. So he could like choke him with a camera cord or something, and you would just quit.
You think it's going to be more of an I Quit style match?
Yeah, because I don't really know what the difference is.
Yeah, that's a good point, I guess.
Oh, okay. AMW defending the tag titles against Diamond and Swinger again. They've had some good matches.
Raven, Julio, and CM Punk are taking on Shane Douglas and the Disciples of the New Church.
Oh, wow.
That's a good-ass six-man tag match. I'm excited.
That'll be a brawl.
That's fine.
Oh, a new director of authority tonight.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. Eric's supposed to be here.
Right, whoever Eric is.
Okay, yeah. There's going to be at least a second match. Submission only to win. And if there is a third match, it's going to be a ladder match, which, of course, you ain't going to promote that there might be a ladder match and not have a ladder match.
You can't, especially on pay-per-view, you can't do that. Prime time, baby.
My house.
Still my house. Prime time, baby.
Look how high he gets there. They're
Holy
showing
shit,
his
look at the air on that fucking leg.
pound for pound, the greatest wrestler in the world. This is PT's house, baby.
Oh, wait, is this not his entrance?
I thought it
Is
was
this-
too.
Yeah, is it just another video package?
Oh,
No, it isn't.
well, following contest is scheduled for one fall, so Elix Skipper in action. Yes, he claims to be the greatest wrestler in the world, pound for pound. Thank God he's not wearing that long trench coat. He's got a nice white jacket on, white attire. He was looking good in white, baby.
He's got a white scale with him too. Blends in perfectly with his vest. A digital one. Oh wait, that's not digital. That's yeah.
No, it's not. I do believe that this song's new though. I don't think this has been a song, if I'm not mistaken. He's only been coming out to the sex song, I thought.
I think Primetime song was last week too.
Oh, was it? We might have been talking over it enough that I didn't hear it then. He says, "All eyes on me." He's got a microphone. All lights on me. Cameraman, focus in on these abs. And they did. He goes, "That's right. You know what time it is. You people know what time it is." As he told us last week, he's pound for pound the best athlete in the world, bar none. And if you don't believe me, ask Red.
Which was a good win for Skipper.
Yeah, it was. He's challenging all the boys, anyone in the back. Who's it going to be? He's holding up the scale. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Mad Mikey.
Mad Mikey. They're showing Bobby Knight footage of throwing a shot. How do you get away with that?
What did I just say? He's mad at Elix Skipper or something? Oh.
Which is Crash Holly.
Whoa, look at that. Okay, well, apparently, yeah, he is coming in a little bit sooner than we thought, which leads me to a note that I wasn't going to say just to be safe. Well, I'm glad I didn't. Well, I sort of slipped up a little earlier, too. But it is said here in the Observer that we just talked about earlier, is their bell rings here, that Crash Holly is scheduled to start here probably before you read this. He was asked to come in and put over Edward Chastain on the July 16th show in the role given to Norman Smiley, but he had already committed to working the final Maryland Championship Wrestling show on that date. He's also talked with Noah, since he's good friends with Donovan Morgan when they started out together. And I'd also like to point out, I had a note here, that his release had to do as much with discipline issues. So same with Terry Taylor. He got fired due to disciplinary reasons, apparently.
Really? Wow. That's interesting.
And since we know he just got released, I guess that's kind of his follow-up. Was he, at this point, Bob, was he wrestling mostly on Heat as well, like most of these guys that come in there?
So, yeah, he was on SmackDown, so he was mostly like Velocity. But when I had looked it up, he had been injured for like 4 months before he returned in April. And then after that, he was like with Matt Hardy and Shannon Moore as like a Mattitude follower or whatever.
Oh my God! Wait a second. Are you serious?
Yeah. So for the most part,
Dude.
though, he was on like Velocity.
Dude, they just blew my mind with that one.
Yeah.
Because I remember like Shannon Moore and stuff doing that. I didn't realize he was doing it too.
Yeah. Well, and he was like what is he doing? He's way far away.
Oh.
Oh my God! He just jumped down and then splashed again. That's funny. No, so he was like I might look it up again, but like like Shannon Moore was a follower of Matt Hardy, and then Crash was a follower of Shannon Moore, like a cult.
Oh my God!
And Matt Hardy called. What did he call? He called him a moron. Oh, there's that nice leg drop over the ropes.
Yeah, beautiful leg drop. Also, Mike TNA called that move that Mad Mikey just did the hop splash.
Oh. I was gonna say he was way far away. There's no way.
That was so funny. Crowd, by the way, seems really into him.
Yeah, for Mad Mikey, yeah. I mean, Crash is an entertaining guy.
Well, he's very charismatic.
I think so.
And he's a moron, apparently.
I haven't gotten there yet in my
Raw
and SmackDown reviews. I'm only in the fall of 2002 because I'm following along with the ruthlessly aggression.
Oh yeah, the show that you were on, the
podcast.
On, yeah. I recently was just talking about Matt Hardy because I gave a bunch of my old wrestlers to my nephew, and I went over there yesterday, and I found Matt Hardy underneath the bed, and I said, "How dare you guys put Matt Hardy under the bed?"
Oh, yeah.
And it's like that. It's like that time frame, Matt Hardy.
Yeah. Oh, roll up by Mad Mikey for a 2 count on Skipper. Do you think Mad Mikey's about to come in here and beat Skipper or no?
If he does, then it's not the last time these guys are going to face. If Skipper gets the win, we'll see what happens.
Skipper just did like a headlock throw for a 2 count.
And if you're keeping track at home, Mad Mikey's probably at least 100th debut so far here in 2003. I've yet to figure out how many, as Elix Skipper does like essentially an axe kick over the apron to Mad Mikey.
Well, I mean, it's just amazing that if you were to watch Sunday Night Heat or Velocity, I'm willing to bet that 80% of the people on those shows either wrestled for TNA already or make their debut. Because I know like freaking Tony Mama Luke, we've mentioned, had a match like on Velocity while in TNA. Same with Cassidy O'Reilly. He had a match on Heat.
Yeah. So
these guys are pulling double duty. What was that? Was he about to do a twist of fate?
Oh,
a neck breaker here by Mad Mikey. I think he was doing a taunt there to play into the whole Mattitude thing.
That's funny. Hey, they're having a pretty competitive match, though. This hasn't been bad.
I think it's been fairly solid.
Skipper going for a punch. Mad Mikey blocked it, though, and they're kind of going back and forth here. Keeps blocking Skipper's punches, getting some in of his own. Irish whip to Skipper, coming back with a back elbow. And then a clothesline. And he gets up again, and then a back elbow. And he yells. And he picks him out.
Just to throw him.
Just a counter. Oh, Skipper. You countered it. Oh, hangs Skipper over the top rope, and then comes back with a bulldog. Face jam.
1, 2. Skipper kicking out.
Oh, yes. Don West is saying Skipper might realize that he might not be the best pound for pound.
No, Skipper's not going to think that.
No way. He's a Skipper.
He's a heel. He's delusional. He thinks he's the best.
We had Mikey climbing to the top. Skipper's groggy. Goes for crossbody. He lands it. 1, 2. Oh, okay, got it 2.
You know what would be a funny wrestling gimmick is a guy that is very self-aware of just how average he is.
I almost just said, isn't that Mike Sanders? But he's above average.
Right. And he thinks he's like so good. But what if somebody was, they were to interview a wrestler, like, hey man, you're wrestling Jeff Jarrett tonight. Do you think you got a chance? And they'd be like, no, I don't.
No, not really.
I don't know. I don't even know why I'm here.
Oh, look at that counter.
Head scissors, Skipper right into the middle turnbuckle. Another kick out. That'd be kind of funny. Like, hey, do you think you're gonna be able to beat Scott Steiner tonight on Monday Nitro? And the guy's just like,
No,
I don't. That Steiner recliner hurts. Have you ever had that? But every time the wrestler's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat.
Oh, Skipper has the scale. Tug of war on the scale. Oh, the referee just caught him with it though. He said, "Hey, nope, set that down." Skipper tilt a whirl. Oh, look at that slam!
Kind of slow motion one.
Oh, well, he got to win with it. Winner of the match, prime time.
Well, I'm glad Skipper won that.
I think I am too. Yeah.
Do you think this is a one-off for Mad Mikey? I don't think it is. I think the crowd responded very well to him.
If it was going into it, it's not anymore.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Mad Mikey didn't come out with a scale of his own. But I wonder if that would be considered gimmick infringement.
No, that's a good point. And we're getting a recap about Jeff Jarrett and the Legend, or I guess Vince Russo situation, however you want to look at it.
He attacked Russo and Legend, throwing Legend off of the bleachers.
Hey, I'm average Mike Sanders, and you're SOL. I'm cracking myself up with that right now.
I should have been a wrestler, and that should have been my gimmick. Below average Bob. I just lose every match.
That'd be good. This is just a recap of what we've been watching, which has mostly been brawls, which is fine because Legend has been getting a pretty good upper hand. Do you hear the noise they're inserting when every time Jarrett was just hitting Russo with the bat there? It was like lightning striking.
Well, remember when Malice did a choke slam and they made a thunder noise?
Oh, yeah, I do.
It's like, holy shit, what a choke slam. It's like, no, did they press the button in production? And it's like, oh, okay.
And that's right, they showed. And this was just from a couple weeks ago when Jarrett was Russo was dressed up as Jarrett, and then Jerry made his first out in the build, like in the Asylum appearance. Then this is now last Wednesday night.
This is the video package that we would normally get in the beginning of the show.
Yes.
And not almost 25 minutes into it.
Correct.
We're not getting Jarrett and Legend tonight, are we?
Not that I know of.
You would think we were, judging by all this stuff.
Pulling the camera close. Dude, Legend's got such a good look. I really like him.
I think I agree. It's so much different than what he was in WWE as Just Joe.
Heroes come and go, but legends live forever.
It's a good catchphrase, too.
Yeah, damn right it is. It's awesome. And we're brawling in the crowd and stuff. Once again, I mean, they literally could show the whole match here, and it'd still be shorter than most of the highlight packages that we generally get.
Yeah, no kidding.
Remember, he broke the chair. Then he had a steel chair right over the head, and then here comes Russo in the ring with a baseball bat, and they're fighting. Russo drops it because he hits the chair, but Legend's got it now. Jarrett's got the taped ribs, of course, and got the lightning strike. Bam! Done. And now Jarrett was, the past 2 weeks, probably shouldn't have been at each of the shows after the beatdowns that he's been receiving. So,
yeah.
And Legend got the pin on Jarrett, which was insane.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But good for Legend. It's a big one. Oh, here we go.
What's this?
Was he just sitting facing the door?
Okay. Legend just came out of the old sex locker room, and he's telling the security guys, you know the drill, right? He's checking his back. You keep your eyes open. Okay, so he must have been telling them, like, hey, you keep your eye on Jeff Jarrett.
Right, which I don't know if I like that he's afraid of Jarrett. That's what that's suggesting.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't think I like that.
We're just stuck on his video. Can we go to the ring and see him make an entrance?
Legend.
Oh, what the heck?
How did he just go from over there by the sex thing to the...
Bob, what the fuck was that? No wonder we were stuck on his video.
That was weird.
They must really not want people to come through the crowd anymore.
Well, sex is disbanded. You can't do that anymore.
I guess. He's got a microphone. No, no, no. He says, this is no way to treat an athlete from the great nation of Canada. And I agree. I like Canada.
Who is this guy? Lance Storm?
Yeah, I suppose you guys think you're better than me because you're from the USA. The type of life jerks.
Great American Folk Hero and Jeff Jarrett? I don't know about that.
If Jeff Jarrett's smarter than me, the crowd yells, and he says, no, no, no.
No, no.
Is Jeff Jarrett faster than me?
No.
Some of the crowd was definitely also saying no right there, which is funny.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're doing the USA. That's definitely JB telling them to chant that shit.
100%. Do you think Jim Duggan's about to come out?
Why not? With Moondog.
Listen here, tough guy. Oh.
Oh, look at that guy with the heel section cut out. Heel section is disbanded, it seems.
Yeah. That's been a storyline we've been paying attention in the crowd. Sometimes we pay attention more to the issues going on in the crowd than we do in the ring.
Sometimes it happens. Yeah, he beat Jeff Jarrett in this ring last week. I'm not sure I love the no, no, no catchphrase, but I can look past it. Really. Look how full it is up at the top, Bob. You can tell there's 1,100.
It's just way better when there's at least 1,100 in there.
Way different.
Sure. I don't know if I would really trust the security team, considering they've never accomplished anything in terms of breaking up a fight ever.
And half the time, don't stop anything.
No. Rick Santel just gets hit with a chair. Chris Vaughn gets thrown over the top rope, and the old guy just stands there like, what am I doing? Oh, God.
Hey, you four. He says, talking to security. Listen to me. Okay, all I need you to do is from bell to bell. He's going to wipe the mat with a couple of Americans. You make sure that Jeff Jarrett doesn't get to the ring. That's it. That's all he's asking. It's pretty easy.
Not hard.
Can you comprehend that? I don't know if they can, to be honest. Okay, send out the punks.
I would not trust them.
Heroes come and go. Legends live forever.
We just passed the half-hour mark. We're at 30-24. As Altar Boy Luke and Matt Sydal are coming out. I'm assuming this is a handicap match.
Whoa.
Luke Hawk is definitely...
It doesn't even look like the same guy, dude.
No, it does not. Oh, Legend of misses a splash in the corner. Now he's getting double teamed by Luke and Sydal. Oh, no.
They're both like really trying hard right now against Legend, but he's not knocking over. Go off the rope, double sunset flip. Is Legend gonna fall? No. He grabs him by their ears and head.
Yeah, he definitely did it by the ears.
Oh, he's kicked in the gut though. Ducks a double clothesline. They do a hop over him. He kips up. Oh! Double clotheslines, both of them, and they both flip inside out. Holy crap.
That's funny. Jabbing away on Sydal in the corner after he sent Luke to the floor.
I can't believe how little Matt Sydal looks right here.
Yeah, he definitely filled out.
Oh, look at that moonsault by Ultra Boy Luke. Gets caught by Legend, though.
Uh-oh.
What's he doing here? Oh, okay. Slacks. Yes. Going for a cover. 1, 2. He kicks out the Legend's like, hey, damn it.
You're a dumb American referee.
Altar Boy Luke. I also can't get over the name. I think it's so funny.
I'm surprised he's not with Christopher Daniels.
They could have done something there, I think.
I mean, it makes sense. He's doing a religious gimmick. Oh, just running punt to the face.
Matt Sydal's standing on the outside, essentially. I ain't getting in there. Kind of sound. Oh my God, look at him. He's dragging his face across the apron. I've never seen someone do that. That was nasty looking.
Yeah.
Matt Sydal in the corner. Oh, Legend runs into essentially a drop kick. He stuck his boots up. Oh, Big Stag's handle by Seidel. Picks him up, chokes. Oh, sit down.
Sit out, like
Chicks.
chokeslam powerbomb thing.
Yeah.
But Luke makes the save. I hope Jeff Jarrett comes through the other side and security never turns around to notice that anything's happened.
Well, Legend was like it looked like it was sort of supposed to be like a modified F5. But
Yeah,
it looked
or like a TKO or something, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He just like threw him down.
And Jarrett has his guitar.
He's about to just murder these guys. Oh, he's sitting down.
I love him sitting on the stage.
Just hanging out with his guitar.
Hey, I might have that very guitar. I don't think so.
Oh, it doesn't tell you which one it broke on?
No, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure mine's a WCW one.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Seidel did a springboard clothesline, and Luke almost pinned Legend.
Look at this.
What is... I was going to say, okay, Legend sends Seidel into Luke in the corner. Jarrett's still just hanging out on the aisle there. Oh, Seidel's jumping on Legend's back. He's got a sleeper hold. He might get a submission here. Or not.
Oh. Legend has both Matt Seidel and Altar Boy Luke on his back. Drops down.
Oh. Good.
A double stunner.
Yeah, like a backpack stunner.
Piggyback stunner, as Don West called it. And then there's that snap neck breaking move. Does it to Matt Seidel and Altar Boy Luke. Double pin. Legend gets 2-3 counts.
I mean, Luke and Seidel did get some time to shine there a little bit.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett cuts us off. Wait, referee, I got one question. Referee, I have one question to ask you. He goes, is this match officially over?
Yeah,
so he tells security to move. Look, and they moved.
Oh, my God. They just like, okay.
Well, because he said bell to bell. He did specifically say that.
Oh, that's right. Not till after the bell. Yeah, that's true. Oof.
So Jarrett's going after Legend here.
Backdrop. Now he's hammering away in the corner.
Oh, gets a boot up, though.
Another inside-out clothesline. This time Jarrett to Legend.
Oh, reversing that one. Nope. Catches him. Jarrett kicks him in the gut. Goes for the stroke. There it is.
Oh, got it.
And now he's like, do I hit him with the guitar? The crowd's going, they're popping for the guitar. Right? Yeah, my guitar does not have a silver, I don't know what the actual name is called. I'll call it like the head of it, the top part. It's black.
Here comes the red shirt security. That's Kevin Northcutt and Ryan Wilson making the save for Mr. Legend. Northcutt is like yelling at Jarrett, like, knock it off.
Oh, and he's pushing Jarrett.
Uh-oh.
No, you listen to me. I'm security. There's a shoving match right now. Oh,
shit. Jarrett punching Northcutt. Northcutt not really budging.
There he goes.
Oh, there he goes. Now he falls down. Great. And he bows to the floor.
Take that, Northcutt.
Do you think that is maybe a signal for Northcutt to maybe be a bigger deal here?
I sort of think it is.
That's what I think.
We're going with Scott Hudson. I hear Vince Russo. Styles and...
I like how Hudson's opened the door and his hand is just like in between them.
He stuck the microphone inside the door.
Yeah.
Oh, door slammed shut. Oh. It sounds like panic is setting in the locker room. Even though Styles is up, why would there be panic? Styles won the first fall. Here's another Christopher Daniels promo.
Well, Russo was saying like, "Oh, I know D'Lo. I know what he's all about."
Many of you have withdrawn from sports entertainment. He's holding up a lighter. So, sports entertainment is growth, and it's entertainment. Those of you who choose not to embrace it. This promo is not as cool. He's not in front of like a church. He's in front of a brick wall.
So he's like still kind of attached to the whole sports entertainment extreme thing.
The idea of it, yeah.
Yeah, with just the general idea of sports entertainment. He's not saying sex, but just sports entertainment in general. Interesting.
Returning soon to save your soul. Say your prayers.
Okay, now he's back at the church with his pose. Quickly turns around. He's got an evil-looking glare. Jeez.
Oh, here we go.
Tail of the tape. D'Lo's 280. That's more than 50 pounds, my friends. Over 215.
Styles has the lead 1-0. Match 2 must be won by submission. Can D'Lo force a ladder match?
I would have to assume that that's what's going to happen here. So does this match mean we're going to see a bunch of like takedowns and oh great armbar? Not going to submit. It's going to be slower paced or what?
Down. I would say we're probably going to have to slow it down.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
But then, assuming, I'm just going to make the assumption we're going to go into a ladder match. Oh, look at this. D'Lo's coming up, but Siaki attacked him from behind.
What the hell's Siaki's problem?
Here comes Styles. Chop block.
Oh, great. Now we know what he's
slid
working
down.
on for the match is the knee.
Let's see. Does he stay on the left knee, though? I'm curious. Keep an eye on it.
I would have to hope so.
Me too. I'm just telling you right now. I realize usually I don't follow it too good, but I know it's the left knee.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm going to pay attention to follow it is because it's a submission match, and so if he works the other one, that's weird.
Well, maybe at some point he'll work over both of them.
Well,
Just
I guess
triple.
okay. I should say that makes sense. But if he switches though and he starts working the left instead of the right, just by itself, will be a little weird.
See, now you already messed it up because he said he's working over the left knee. So if he's working over the right knee instead of the left,
Yes, that's what I meant. See, I'm going to mess it up. Anyways, he's doing it fine right now. Oh, look, here's Styles' submission move. Oh, wait, he's not bending back.
it's like a modified Indian deathlock here. As soon as he drops backwards, and there it is.
Oh, look, he's humping the air. That makes it more devastating. Look at.
Yeah, you don't know that? Is D'Lo going to tap out and lose 2-0? No.
Yes, both D'Lo and AJ Styles their finishing moves set up pinfalls, not submissions.
True. Trinity is at ringside as well. I don't know if we noted that.
We didn't, but yeah, she is.
Wearing the same outfit. She has not changed.
Oh, I was going to joke and say she changed and see if you were going to catch me on it, but
I'm not going to forget that red outfit.
Oh, nice kick.
Oh, kick him in the face.
So realistically, D'Lo could right now say, "Okay, I quit.
Yeah.
Let's go to a ladder match."
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't understand the difference between a submission and I quit match because Steve Austin and Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13 is technically a submission match. It's not an I quit match.
Mm.
So
Okay, yeah.
you could be doing all that type of stuff. And now Styles has a crossface.
I guess realistically, the difference is in an I quit match, they have like that embarrassment of saying I quit, whereas like a submission match, you just tap out. So in wrestling world, that's like the big difference.
I wonder if in an I quit match you could like tap out, which would then confuse your opponent. And they would let go, and then the referee, well, he didn't say I quit.
What the hell? Look at Russo looking through like the little like metal things, part of the stage, like peeking out.
And then he's like yelling at AJ directions as if he's going to hear him that far away while hiding behind a metal structure.
Dude. Oh my God.
Like, what are we doing here? I don't know why he's suddenly so afraid of D'Lo.
I don't know either. Tap! Damn it. Tap out.
D'Lo's not going to do it, man.
No, he can't, man. Oh, look at this.
Okay, now he might. Chinlock is different. See, there you go. Again, Russo hiding behind. He's like rooting him on. He's not going to hear him. I would just give D'Lo a wet willy right now, and that would probably make him submit. Russo's such a coward.
It's not working. He hasn't turned for a win for AJ Styles yet. D'Lo's just grabbing him. He's like hugging Styles now. He's like, dude, I love you, man. We're a good tag team, and now we're fighting. Boom. Styles hitting him with a couple elbows. Forearms, I should say. Pop up, cutter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's not going to really help with a submission, but whatever.
No, not really, but...
And now he's punching himself. He's Ken Shamrock.
Well, let's see that again.
But they messed it up because it's just the same picture. Yeah, it was like difficulties here.
In each screen, it was like one of D'Lo's butt cheeks.
Yeah, it was like his right arm's in one frame and his left arm's in the other.
Stiff clothesline, knocking Styles down. D'Lo picked him back up, though. Irish whip, coming back, gets another punch. Right hand to the face. Oh, Styles sweeps him off his feet, though. Going for a sharpshooter.
Was he gonna get it? No, it looks like D'Lo's blocking it.
I think he should have turned the other way, but he got him over.
It doesn't. It looks like a pretty decent sharpshooter too.
Well, yeah, the way he's got the legs locked and stuff looks pretty good, which most people I feel like cannot do very good at all.
I love the picture. I think it's like Charlotte Flair putting the sharpshooter on Bret Hart's just at ringside, and he's like, "That's disgusting. That's not how you do it." I think it was like when they were in NXT.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
He's just like, no, you don't do that. Well, D'Lo's kicking freeze. It looks like he's countering. Can he do it? Can he apply the pressure? And oh shit, he's kneeling on the back of his head.
Oh,
he tapped. Out. Oh shit.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
And now we are officially getting a ladder match to decide the new champion.
You know what? I think that was that wasn't a bad finish there.
No.
Pressing your knee against the guy's back of his head. Jeez.
I thought that was pretty good.
He's like, somebody's got like a Raven doll thing. That's
okay, so I just had to look up the Bret Hart being disappointed picture, and holy shit, dude. Dude. Oh, wait, hold on. Look at this.
I think she's putting it on like Natalia, right? Yeah. Like, he's just like, no, like, that's not. Dude, everything about that's bad.
He looks so mad.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite pictures I've seen now. That's really good shit. Well, I'm pretty pumped for a ladder match, even though I know we get a lot of them. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, they've killed the stipulation.
That's okay. Oh, Mike Tenay had the opportunity to sit down. The new management. Oh, Don Callis.
Oh shit. He's a management consultant. Earlier this week.
What did he say, Don Callis? What was the thing he just said after that?
MBA.
Oh. So he's going to educate both you and our customers, Mike. Fans.
It sounds like the microphone is not attached to him.
Dude, the audio in this segment's awful. It's going between both of my headphones. Okay, so TNA hired him as a management consultant. So what is exactly his role? He says, Don Callis says, NWA is a governing body. TNA is where the power is, though. So there is a separation there, is essentially what he's saying.
Right.
Which is super interesting. Two types of corporate leaders.
So
one understood wrestling, not business. The other one understands business, not wrestling.
perfect in both.
Oh, so he's saying what's behind this anti-hardcore stance? He's looking at statistics, market research. They don't want hardcore wrestling. Talk about the way to get heat.
Downsides.
Discipline, Sandman, discipline, New Jack. Someone just brought coffee to Don Callis, and Mike TNA goes, "Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine." Holy shit. TNA says, "Have you been watching the same program I have?" That's the most underdressed I've ever seen Mike TNA, by the way.
I know. What the hell is this casual fucking shirt he's got on? I mean, it's still a collared shirt, but he's usually in a full tux.
Right. Oh. While you may be qualified to talk wrestling with me, you're way underqualified to talk about business with him. So he gets closer. For the many years that I've been following wrestling all over the world, not just domestic.
He's getting intense.
It boils down to one thing, plain and simple. Give the fans what they want, and you'll have a successful product. Don Callis laughs, and he says, "Since when does the customer know what they want?" And we go back to the arena.
Now that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We have Nurse Veronica and the cheerleader. Wait, do we have an introduction? Is it cheerleader Melissa? Nope, it's Valentina. We're the bitch slap girls, and they high five each other. So where's Tracy?
Well, and Veronica has a tongue ring as well.
Oh. The cage skanks. Now, mind you, these guys or women, I say guys interchangeably, these women have been brawling with Lollipop in April for weeks. She says, "The TNA girls, lose those cages and let's do this."
What?
And here comes Lollipop. Security's coming out, trying to stop her. Lollipop is ready to expose herself again, I'm sure. There's ready. April.
April's
got a sunburn.
She does on her arm. She was probably at the beach. Oh, there's a referee running down. Why is Rudy Charles doing? Did April get a boob job?
Dude, I don't know.
I think she did.
Rudy Charles came down with a microphone and said,
"What the fuck?" The referee's like, "Yeah, let's do this." Okay, great.
April's wearing huge heels right now, but she gets tackled by Valentina.
I bet you that April got taken out. This probably hurts her a lot because of that sunburn.
That's true. And here's Trinity. Tell me Goldilocks is about to come out and hit Trinity now. That'd be good.
Oh, well, yeah, she did get choked out.
That's what I mean.
Is Trinity part of the bitch slap crew or whatever it is?
I don't know. Now I'm wondering, huh? The bitch slap girls. Where's Tracy?
Bitch slap girls. Okay. Yeah, where is Tracy?
I don't know. She hasn't been here for like a couple weeks. Oh, slamming Lollipop down.
She like started the whole thing. Why is she not even there?
Listen, I don't want to be that guy here, but since April's a dancer now, I might have to switch my favorite TNA dancer.
No.
I don't know, dude.
Oh, dude, it's Lollipop and it's not even close. Are you kidding me?
It's definitely close with April, but Trinity just...
It is not close with April.
Yes, it is.
Let us know on our Twitter, who do you got, Lollipop or April? And if you tell April, I'm blocking you.
No, I won't let him block us. You.
I'm blocking.
Kicks Lollipop in the gut.
Oh, I thought she was going to rip her top off.
I just assume they're going to take Lollipop's boobs out now.
Oh. What the? Oh, God.
Huge power bomb to Lollipop.
Jesus. Well, I don't think I was expecting Lollipop and April to get laid out.
The Real Life Crew present Beat Jizzle goes to the hood. What?
This can't be. This probably doesn't go well.
No, this is probably not going to be good in today's day and age. But yo, it's K-Dog.
PG's looking nervous.
Trailer Park Gangster, B Jizzle. Conan is awesome. I don't care what anyone says.
I mean, he's a good talker, but in ring wise, I don't care. After like 2000, I don't care.
I mean, I can understand.
And even in 2000, I don't care. So probably like after 98, I don't really care.
I can understand what you're getting at, but he's entertaining.
I was stunned when he did a spike pile driver. When he took the spike pile driver, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Apparently he said he took that wrong, and he was like mad at himself.
I thought he took it great.
I know. Oh, here you go. BG James talking to some random people here. Oh my god. He just asked him if he's packing a heater on the down low. I can't really hear what the guy said. Basically, the guy's saying, "Why are you profiling me?" Essentially.
Right. I wonder if they added the music in later to kind of drown it out, because it is very insensitive and not very not a good look.
I highly doubt it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, probably not.
Their production just kind of sucks to a degree, so it's like...
Yeah.
Oh, this dude's... I don't even hear what he asked him, but... he just told him to suck it.
He's okay. That guy is laughing, so that was. I mean, all of this is clearly staged. Like, let's not pretend otherwise.
Oh, it's not 3 Life Crew. It's gonna be 2 Life Crew.
Oh no.
He says 2 Life Crew's already been done though. He said, "Don't leave me here." PG James is like a nervous wreck here. Hera World Beauty Supply. So BG James is about to go. You say Big Pimpin' he wants, Big Pimpin' he's gonna get. He says. He goes into Hera World Beauty Supply. Oh boy, I need their fast forward. He's shopping.
So he's looking for.
Getting his hair done.
Okay.
This is such a weird segment.
The barber guy's like, whatever.
Oh, I thought that was BG James in the chair.
It was.
What is this? What is he wearing? He's got like cheetah heels on, and we're wearing like a legit pimp suit, and he's got like a beer or something in like a brown paper bag. This is ridiculous.
I don't know what.
Conan just said if Homeboy's not here in a minute, he's out of the group. He's talking to Ron Killings. And then, hey, did somebody call for the Playboy? Conan's got his head down like, dude, are you serious? He's probably laughing at it to cover up.
Oh, he probably was.
He says, kiss the ring. And Ron Killing goes, you can kiss my black ass. They call me Pimp Juice. Next week, K Dizzle presents Suntan Superman versus Jose what does it say? Cuervo. Last man standing?
Because that's booze.
Oh.
Glenn Gilberti's in the ring, our favorite. Here comes Borat. What is Borat going to do? He's got a bag. What's in his bag?
I don't know.
It's like a price chopper bag.
I don't know. What's inside? Does he got a sandwich for him?
I doubt it.
Oh, he said, since you love America's Most Wanted so much, he's got a new job for him. Oh, he'd make a great valet.
Did he go to the same store as BG James went to?
He had to have. He bought him an outfit. Let's see what it is. Green straw hat, first off. It looks like a shitty, like, pink, like, shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you put this cowboy hat on, you can be like a cowgirl. Look, put this shirt on, too, and you can be the valet. And JB pushes his hand off.
Uh-oh.
I'm not doing that. Oh, we're going to have a match. Glenn Gilberti versus Jeremy Borash.
Borash is defending himself.
He pushed him and said, I'm not screwing on.
Is Boris going to put it on?
There's no way.
I think he is. No way. Is he going to punch him? Punch him.
Definitely JB's going to punch him right now. He's like ripping his shirt.
Gilberti was trying to rip their shirt and he couldn't do it.
Oh, pushed him back, and then here comes America's Most Wanted, who is now ripping Gilberti's shirt off him.
Are they taking his pants off?
They have his shoes. They're going to throw his shoes in the crowd? No, he's tossed out. Oh, okay, yep, they're taking his pants off.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, they almost just took his underwear off.
Oh my God. That would have been a bit much. Swinger and Diamond from behind. We got our tag title match coming up. We're starting right now.
Wow.
We're at 58:39 in case you are watching along with us. That means we got just under an hour left in the show. I'll give it already running away in his underwear.
Right into our tag team title match, though. James Storm getting an assisted jump to the outside by his partner onto Swinger and Diamond. Swinger is wearing jeans tonight, which is not his normal attire. So
Harris basically just backdropped Storm to the floor. Now Harris doing a slingshot crossbody onto everybody, including his partner.
Yep. Now we get a replay and it works. We're good.
Yeah, but it's just a slingshot crossbody, not that big of a deal. I'm surprised that TNA wasn't like, oh my God, we need a replay on that, please. You know when TNA doesn't do that it's not a true
replayable moment.
Play thing.
They just do it and they're like, wow, look at that.
Yeah, we just saw that happen
Wow.
4 seconds ago,
camera
but we
angle.
might as well see it again.
Brawling on the outside. Harris is with Swinger, Storm is with Swinger. Harris is with Diamond, but now Harris just rolled Diamond into the ring.
Diamond cutting off Harris with a knee lift in the ring.
Now, if you remember last week, these guys almost won the belts. Like, it was pretty close.
Right.
Oh, he ducked a clothesline from Diamond, but then ran right into Swinger. Looks like
I'm
Swinger
disappointed that he didn't turn him inside out with that clothesline.
That's a new thing. Everyone's got to get turned inside out.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, so Diamond and Swinger have been teaming longer than Harris and Storm. Pretty interesting fact, because if you didn't know that, you wouldn't know.
That's right. And 2 weeks ago, I mean, the crowd was going nuts for these guys. For some reason, I mean, Swinger and Diamond came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And the crowd was like, no, we don't want them to win.
And they weren't. Gilberti told him at the end of the match, we were this close. And he, held up his fingers. And they really were. I mean, there was a point where I actually thought that they were going to win the belts. So if they won tonight, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but I feel like AMW needs to have like at least a decently long reign, right?
I think so too. Snap suplex by Diamond onto Harris.
Because at this point, they've had it for just over a month. They won the titles at the anniversary show.
No, the week after.
Inside the cage. Oh, the week after.
Yeah, pay-per-view 51. We're on 55. So, yeah, they've only had it about a month, really.
Yeah. Just about. That was June 25th?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So just under a month.
That's
press. Get him, Chris.
The Tennessee Cowboy.
Oh, we didn't see. Oh, I guess they didn't have an entrance really, so we didn't see Storm's expression.
No, we didn't.
Head scissors on Diamond. Duck Swinger. Swinger doesn't know what to do, so he just kicks him in the gut. Another kick to the head by Storm. Here's Diamond. He gets drilled with a leaping forearm.
Oh, he's picking him up. Scoop. Oh, what? He's teabagging him.
Yeah, okay.
Whoa, that's literally a teabag.
Inverted scissor stomp is what TNA called that.
Okay. I call it a teabag, but
I think he just made that up. I don't know if that's really a move. If Ed Ferrara was still on commentary, he'd be like, he just dropped him with his nutsack.
Oh, shit. Diamond, swings Storm over onto the guardrail, but then Harris pushes Diamond. Brady falls onto Storm.
I feel like some BS has happened in this match.
It kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
I just suddenly got a vibe like something's gonna happen there. Double flatliner on Storm. Swinger's got to cover 1, 2.
Oh my god!
I thought he was about to win it.
Holy crap!
Damn it!
The look of exasperation on the face of these guys here. Snap.
I like this Swinger Diamond team. I don't know what's going on, but I enjoy it. Swinger's been a pretty good like muscle guy here. Back suplex for another 2 count on Storm. Here comes Diamond. Stomping away. Pace is slowed a bit here for the match. Gilberti has not returned. He's probably trying to put his pants back on.
And then realized they actually like ripped his pants. So
right. So hopefully he has a spare.
Going for multiple suplexes. Diamond is to who's he fighting?
The Simon Series is what he calls it.
Oh, to Storm.
Yep. Finishes off with a front suplex there for a 2 count.
They still have life. America's Most Wanted. Now, don't forget, after this match, we still have that 6-man tag match, and then we also have a ladder match.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I almost forgot about the 6-man tag, but yeah, that is another match we have. Trading right hands here are Diamond and Storm.
Storm gets pushed off for a nice double shoulder block, knocks them both down. Storm cannot get to Harris for the tag.
Come on, Diamond, get to Swinger. Come on. No, that's Storm. Come on, Diamond. Cut him off. I'll go behind. Counter. Oh, that's not good. Back suplex by Storm, but he looks to be exhausted.
Oh, yeah, dude, he's done. I mean, if you think about it. He can't get the tag. They're going to lose the belts. They literally have to just hand him over.
I would just forfeit. Here comes Swinger. But Harris gets the tag, and he can't believe it.
2 fresh men going at it. Oh, slams Johnny Swinger down after he comes back from the Irish whip. Simon Diamond reverses that Irish whip, though. Ducks the clothesline. Harris comes back, twisting neck breaker. Full Nelson slam to Swinger now.
Oh.
Clothesline Simon Diamond to the floor.
Going to the top rope. Is he going to fly to the floor in the ring? And in the ring, cross body onto Swinger. 1, 2. Oh, he kicks out.
Tag Storm back in, which seems like a bad idea since how tired he just was, but...
Yeah, I never understood that. Oh, hey, man, you just rustled 7 minutes?
We were going to go for the heart attack, but it looks like Diamond got the rope, and Harris... Oh, no. He super kicked Storm. Holy shit.
Oh, another near fall.
Crowd's pretty loud, but the ones on the hard cam here most of them are sitting down.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder where all this crowd noise is coming from when every time we see a camera shot of the crowd, they're not reacting at all.
I think it's the people behind the announce table, to be honest with you.
Oh, Harris has pulled down the ropes, causing Diamond to crash to the floor.
Oh, Storm caught him. Are they about to hit the death sentence?
Harris, just go. What are you doing? Why is he playing to the crowd?
We're zooming out.
That
Let's
was
see.
a good transition, I'll tell you that. Oh, he hits it.
Yeah, it was.
Well, there's
Gilberti's in the ring, and he's got a fucking bull rope?
What the hell does he need a bull rope for? Oh, he's decked hairs with it, too. He's got new pants.
That's even better. And he's got his ribs taped up.
What the fuck? How did he get his ribs taped? That's quick.
Okay, well, there's a disqualification. America's Most Wanted are still your tag team champions.
Are they about to do a blade job? Like, his hair is busted open right now.
He's going to be in a minute. There's a cowbell on that bull rope, and there's multiple ropes, by the way. And now Diamond has a strap. Swinger has a strap.
Bull ropes and straps. They're hog tying James Storm. Well, at least trying to. I don't know if Gilbert is really going to do it.
A very, very piss poor job.
He just wrapped his legs around. He didn't tie another. Now they're whipping Storm. Harris is recovered, but he's going to get taken out here.
Wow. They must have went to Dusty Rhodes Farm from that promo to get the stuff, if I had to take a guess.
I would have to assume so.
So now they're trying to tie up Harris now. He did a little bit better of a job there, but it came off now. So
yeah, he's not doing well.
But the way he's like trying to tie it's like literally not how you tie someone.
I don't think he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, Diamond is whipping Harris in the ribs with the strap.
Oh,
are we gonna get like a bull rope strap match thing or what? What are we doing here?
Well, yeah, we must be. I can't imagine there's another reason to be doing this. Go Birdie says my turn.
What would you rather have, a bull rope match or a strap match?
I hate bull rope matches, so I'm gonna say I mean, there's like a couple that are like I don't mind, but I feel like generally, unless it's, I don't like the ones where you got to touch the turnbuckles.
Yeah,
I don't like those.
I mean, I think technically you do that in both, don't you?
I think so the straps they have right here though, that's a different kind of strap match. To me, that's like, well, because there's the strap match where you're tied to each other, which is essentially a bull rope match with a strap, but they have hand straps. So to me, that's like, these are like taped to our hands and they're like legal straps.
Okay.
So that's how I'm looking at it. They're still whipping these guys, and referees are out here not doing a goddamn thing.
I don't think I would really appreciate being whipped a bunch of times with a strap like that.
No. And I think I say I'd rather the strap match in this case because it makes a good noise, and I know it fucking hurts. So, like, if they're wrestling each other and they're whipping the shit out of each other too, like, I know that's brutal. Whereas, like, to me is like, oh, you got to drag them to touch the turnbuckles? Like, okay, I guess. I
enjoy the JBL Eddie Guerrero one.
That's the first one I thought of that I like. I mean,
yeah. No, honestly, that has to do with the blade job, though. I mean, Eddie, I think that's the blade job one.
Yep, I'm pretty sure it's the one you're thinking of.
Yeah. Video package here of Shane Douglas. This is when he was cutting a promo when the cage was coming down.
Sure is. Remember, he made it. Yeah. Sold his soul to the devil. Made a deal with James Mitchell, and then he's been throwing fireballs ever since into Raven's face. I'm sure they're going to show it.
That's a CM Punk's face. Thing. That was like a missile that fired right to the throat.
Yeah, and then they're going to show it more, so we might as well just wait it out here because he does it to more people.
Did he do it to Larry?
I think they were about to show that one. Right there. That one was nasty looking because it fouled her hair.
That was a good one.
Look at
how do these people not get fucking burned? Like, for real.
I think you do a little bit. And here's Raven out here from last week. He's not out here to whine, blah, blah, blah. We know what's about to happen to him.
What about me?
What about me? There's someone I follow on, I believe on Instagram and on Twitter who, I mean, you might even follow him too, Bob. I think his name is The Extreme Collector.
Yes, I do.
And I think he's like a massive Raven fan, and he's been posting Raven shit almost every day, and it's awesome. He collects Raven shirts and shirts that Raven wore. So like, he wore the Sandman shirt that's like from the comic.
Oh, okay.
And there's like the promo of him, like him wearing it. So he collects shirts that he wore and actual Raven shirts. And he's been posting tons of them. He's a really, really great ECW fan. He posts a lot of really great stuff. So
That's pretty cool.
And he's a really big Raven fan. So I always like that.
Yeah, you used to be a Raven fan.
I absolutely am still a Raven fan.
No, at one point he was your number one. He's been demoted.
He doesn't
very
wrestle
far
anymore.
down the list.
He does not wrestle anymore. Look at they're showing the dancers, Bob. I'm just kidding.
Well, there's none of them. They're gone. Sad.
But let us know who your favorite is. Is it April? Is it the one girl, I forgot her name, who we haven't seen in a while? Is it Lollipop?
It's fucking Lollipop.
Oh boy. Look at Brian Lee.
What is up with Brian Lee? Is that makeup, or is he not eating and now his eyes have just become raccoon eyes?
No, it's makeup. / Brian Lee, James Mitchell, Shane Douglas backstage with Scott Hudson. Mere hatred doesn't describe what he feels for Raven. He wants to peel his skin off, twist it into a noose, and then lynch him with it? Holy shit. Brian Lee's just yelling, "Who? Who?"
Can't wait for Shane Douglas to cut a promo where he emphasizes every single word.
Do you feel the pain, Raven? Do you feel the pain?
There it is.
I love Shane Douglas, dude. Look how he's talking right now, like he's pooping.
I know. That's what I was just gonna say.
You're gonna get your ass franchised. Evil knows no bounds, baby.
I love how Shane Douglas's whole thing is Raven stands for tradition, and he's like, Raven's the complete opposite of tradition, but whatever. That's okay. You want the NWA World Title because you love tradition. It's like, I don't know if that's even remotely true.
Disciples of the New Church.
Well, they're coming out to the New Church song, which is a bit surprising.
And it says here, Shane Douglas in the New Church. And James Mitchell's been wearing his hair down a little bit more often now, by the way. Yeah. He's been switching his look up.
Oh. Dallas, I would imagine you're going to be using Elix Skipper's theme song for this episode, right?
I think I might need to.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. If I remember when I edit. So, guys, if you're listening and at the end of this episode you don't hear Elix Skipper's theme song, it's probably because I forgot.
There you go.
But I'm gonna try. And here's Raven's intro, the weird, long, insane asylum. Yes, follow me as we go into Raven's Clockwork Orange House of Fun. He's going to say it in a second. Just wait. If you're watching along and you're listening, he'll say it in a second. Just wait.
Just trust Dallas. He knows. He knows his Raven.
See, here he is.
House of Fun.
Gold to Raven. Nevermore.
All right, come on. Let's just get this going here, okay? We don't need the long entrance there.
It's Raven. Knock it off.
They're not going to come out, right? They're going to come out from behind or something? Oh, no. I guess not.
Dude, fuck you out of this group. And CM Punk, who almost got hit in the face by Raven and had to move over when he was taunting. Here we go. Running down. Julio De Niro, CM Punk, and Raven. What a freaking group. And we're going right at it, man. Brian Lee, of course, throws De Niro right out of the ring. Dude, okay, I'm telling you right now, looking at Brian Lee, he does look smaller now.
He does, 100%.
Whoa, that's weird.
I'm surprised that Douglas and Raven paired up so quick. I thought maybe Douglas would try to avoid him.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Dude, that's weird. What's wrong with Brian Lee?
Maybe he went like vegan or something.
He went vegan.
I don't know.
Dude, that's weird. That's really weird. I didn't notice it last week, but I do now.
Oh, yeah. No, you can tell.
It looks like he deflated a little.
Well, the way I can really tell is, this might sound weird, but like from his, like the back,
Yeah.
His waist is like a toothpick now.
No, I think that's what caught me off guard. And then I was like, wait.
Look at that guy. Oh, my God, dude.
And you look at his arms and stuff, too, even.
He's looked like Chris Angel. Even more now. Holy shit, dude. What happened to this guy?
Brian Lee, what? No. Oh, my God. No wonder he's been gone so long. Maybe he has some personal issues. Like James Storm had that one week. That we don't actually, of course, we don't know what that was.
Storyline. Dude, I can't stop looking at Brian Lee being so thin.
I know. Hey, we're about to get purple hair at CM Punk. We got a couple of streaks in there.
Oh. Just drop Slash on his head. Would we be in the wrong to suggest that Brian Lee might have a problem?
I think there's a good chance, but I don't want to make too many assumptions.
I don't want to assume that.
But like, unless he wasn't working since he's been absent from here, but I don't know. Slash, look at this. Slash and CM Punk are going a million miles an hour here.
Oh, Slash with a nice power bomb there on Punk. I'm surprised that tag didn't break Lee's arm, considering that it's basically just bone at this point.
Throwing CM Punk though, dude, it's weird. It's really weird.
Brian Lee is just reminding me of like the thin goth guy, like in high school. That's just like playing hacky sack all day. Like that's Brian Lee right now.
Hacky sack.
That's Brian Lee right now. Just stands in the corner with his hacky sack. And he's like, "Yeah, dude, what's up, man? I listen to Metallica." Slash coming in here. Douglas was briefly in there with Mr. Punk. And he just need Brian Lee, and he hit the announce table face first. Here comes De Niro. Spin kick to Slash. Douglas misses. Spin kick to Douglas. De Niro's on fire. Clothesline. Clotheslines Douglas over the top to the floor. Oh, but Slash cuts him off. What's Raven doing? Is he just hanging out on the apron or what?
He must be. Whoa, that was a cool slam by De Niro. Wow.
Swinging.
Full Nelson.
Full Nelson.
Brian Lee barely pulls it out. His arm almost popped out of socket because it's so small.
Yeah, probably.
Hits De Niro against the ring post. Throws him back into the ring. Raven and, well, Punk didn't really do much, but Raven went after him for a second. I hope we're going to go for the slash and burn or the whirly bird, but they call it.
If Brian Lee were to lose about 5 more pounds, he would remind me of the mother of that SpongeBob episode when they're selling chocolate. Hey, is your mother home? Yeah, hang on a minute. Hello? Yeah, what do you want?
The little stick in the wheelchair.
Yeah, that's going to be Brian Lee here in about a week or so.
A lot of fast tags over with Shane Douglas and the New Church. Douglas is in now again with De Niro. So I think what happened here is that Brian Lee lost 30 and Shane Douglas got it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I wonder how long it takes for Shane Douglas to wrestle in a T-shirt, because I know that does happen.
Listen, I don't care. It's still Shane Douglas.
And you know what? Douglas probably can't work out because half the time his elbows are injured, so he can't really.
So listen, I'm not knocking him. I think Shane Douglas is fucking awesome. He can be as fat as he wants. I don't care. But Dave Meltzer said it, not me. I'm just repeating what I read in the Observer newsletter.
Oh, okay.
I think he looks great. $1 million, man.
I mean, I don't think Douglas looks bad.
No, he doesn't really look that bad. I just made the joke because he's obviously more out of shape than he is generally.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not.
And clearly Brian Lee lost a lot of weight, and we don't know why or where.
How do we not know? How do we not notice the last time?
Last week was pretty quick, and then the lights went red, so I feel like it was just too quick to notice. Slash going for a senton off the top, but nope. Doing De Niro moved out of the way. Raven's like, yo, tag me in. CM Punk's over there. This is really random. Did Raven and CM Punk have that dog collar match before or after this?
Before.
That's before? Okay.
Yeah.
That's why he joined him, because he knew. He knew what Raven was capable of.
Well, what I don't understand, and I know we've talked about it before, but like, if I'm following Ring of Honor and TNA, if I'm watching Ring of Honor and they're fucking beating the shit out of each other in a dog collar match, and then 4 days later they're teaming up in a 6-man, I'm like, wait, what? That doesn't.
Yeah.
And I understand that, like in wrestling, different universes, I can totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
But it would just be a little weird.
No, I get it for sure. And honestly, that crossover. What is this? What the fuck is that?
Who is that?
They're near the sex locker room in a white glove. Dude, is it the Yeti? A white gloved wearing. He was literally dressed like Mr. Wrestling 3 was way back in the day here in TNA, and he just pulled Raven into the old sex locker room. But there was a weird blue curtain over it as well. And we're back to the ring. Brian Lee gets tossed over the top.
That was fucking weird.
It's definitely the Yeti, dude.
The Yeti.
De Niro and CM Punk.
Oh.
Drop kick. It was like a heart attack with a drop kick, essentially.
I was going to say, drop kick version of the heart attack.
CM Punk holding a slash up and a stalling suplex right now. And
he's probably like, De Niro, hurry up. And then
he gets scratches him. But now Slash holds him up and like on his shoulders. Shane Douglas, Doomsday Device.
Oh.
There's the Killdozer, nails De Niro wicked far off the rope there with a big boot. Dude, I need to know what happened to Raven.
What was that? That was in the same room that Legend was in.
Yeah, at least I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, Slash has got a table now.
That was weird.
Okay, we got to
let Legend know that there was somebody else in that room. Did anybody see that guy?
Oh,
Raven's busted wide open.
And James Mitchell's following behind him, looking very menacing. Also, shout out to James Mitchell. He follows us on Twitter as well. So he's one of our TNA alums. He follows us as well. It's really great.
And then Raven will sometimes use our pictures or our stills that we take and
makes jokes with them, and I love it.
That's right. The guts of Raven, a bloodied Raven, crawling up the ring steps, huffing and puffing. We have no idea what happened. He clearly got attacked by the Yeti.
He's definitely the Yeti. Okay, they're putting Raven on the table now.
Yeah, he's not putting up much of a fight here.
Oh, he is trying to now.
Oh, super kick there to Douglas. Clotheslines lead to the top, over the top of the floor. He just broke his back on the apron.
Raven's like one of those, the referee gets squished in the corner.
And a splat bulldog clothesline taking out Slash and Douglas. Andrew Thomas is knocked out.
Raven effect.
Raven effect there on Lee. Lee was going down before he was ready to. That's okay. Slash gets the Raven effect as well. How about for Douglas? Why not? Maybe no. Mitchell's in there pulling his hair. Oh, that was the spear through the table. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4. I think that was a 4 count, but okay. So Douglas wins after a spear through a table in the corner.
Wow, that was a pretty wild match.
I want to know who the hell that guy was that was in the white outfit, or something.
Okay. I kind of like this trio here, though. Shane Douglas and the New Church. It's kind of cool.
I mean, I like it. I mean, Douglas is saying, hey, I sold my soul to the devil. It works. It does work.
Ah, shit.
Is this really still going on, the stupid Sting interview thing?
The Sting behind the paint, the Mike Tenay interview, dude. Let's talk about your past WCW days. Great.
Post WCW.
And how Christianity is coming to your life. Now, he's got a whole DVD and book about his Finding Faith, which I did not read or watch. But my cousin had it because my aunt is very religious, and I remember like seeing it as a kid and like being like, "Whoa, there's a Sting book."
It's about his religion.
Yeah, it's called. I look up actually, I want to get the DVD and watch it, even though I might regret it because I'm pretty sure.
I remember a DVD.
But there's a book as well. I wonder if my cousin still has the I wonder if he still has it. Wow, apparently this is not easy. Oh, it's called Sting Moment of Truth.
Moment of Truth. Okay.
Yep. And they have it on Amazon for $20, which I'm not going to pay $20 for it. I'd buy it for 10. And actually, this is a fun fact. Looking at it right now, I believe that the cover of it is him fighting Jarrett in WWA. I'm almost positive.
Really?
Almost positive.
Hmm.
And then
he
there's the
changed
book.
his lifestyle overnight. Man, Luger must have been pissed. Hey, man, you want to go to the strip club? Nah. Can't, Lex. Change, man.
Well, then the book is Steve Borden, a.k.a. Sting, with George King, a story of power, pain, and ultimate triumphs. Sting, Moment of Truth. So it's like they go together.
Hmm.
I understand this is a big thing in Sting's life, especially around this time, but this feels really out of place on a wrestling show.
Yeah, no kidding. I just watched a match where a guy got abducted into a room and he came out bloodied, and now we're talking about Jesus Christ.
Oh, they have the DVD on eBay for way cheaper. Just if anyone wants it, just so you know. Oh, there's a director's cut. Wait,
is Sting the TNA version of Shawn Michaels in WWE or what?
Yeah.
I was a rebel. I was doing drugs. I was cheating on my wife, and then I found God. So that means anything that I did before then is forgiven, because that's how it works.
Well, they made it seem like that was the end of this.
Well, he definitely said thank you for the... Okay, there was no like, oh, more to come. All right.
Wait, look who's in the ring, Bob.
That's Sarah Lee. She's about to get beat up.
Dude. No way.
Who's that coming in there? There's a guy coming in too. Well, it's taking a little bit. Oh my God, Ricky Morton?
Harley
Race?
Wait a second. Larry Zbyszko, one of these is going to be the new boss.
Oh, shit.
It's going to be Zbyszko, I feel.
None of them are named Eric.
Well. Yeah, Harley Race is going to be the director. He has to hold the rope to stand up in the ring.
I want Jackie Fargo.
Damn
you, Jeff. So I forgot to mention it to you. Maybe I don't know if we've even recorded since it happened, but fucking Fargo was wasted. That's why he was saying all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah Lee, I actually want her to be the boss.
That would be funny.
She'd be hilarious, I feel like. Sarah Lee, one of the pioneers of tag team wrestling. Corsica Joe. I have no clue who that is. I have no idea. One half of the NWA World Tag Team Champions of the Rock and Roll Express. Ricky Morton, which is weird that he's alone, but, you know, that's okay.
Former broadcast partner. He once wrestled AJ Styles for 10 minutes, was going to be his manager, and then we dropped that within a week and a half.
Well. Yep.
I can't believe Ricky Morton's wearing a suit. That doesn't look right.
He beat everyone. You like how they're playing music for Harley Race?
Harley Race. I thought Elix Skipper was the greatest wrestler on the face of the earth.
Oh, that's what music they're playing. It's Kid Cash.
Yeah. I like how just now TNA's noticing the music's been going on for about a minute and a half.
I thought it was for Harley Race. I didn't realize it was Kid Cash.
No, yeah, it was Cash's music, and he's like TNA just now was like, wait a minute, what's this?
And Abyss is on the stage, by the way. He's there.
Oh, I didn't see him.
The KID says, "This is none of your business, TNA." So he's telling TNA to back up. Sarah Lee looks pissed.
Oh, I see him there.
Yeah.
He's like staring at the metal like structure. Like, what's this?
Well, remember in the Mike TNA interview, he's like hitting it.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to thank Sarah Lee personally. Oh my God. You were one of the first original working rats of this industry, he says to Sarah Lee. Damn.
Are we supposed to forget that Ricky Morton was a heel and was with Sports Entertainment Extreme, or what?
Yeah. Why'd you bring that up?
Are we supposed to forget that happened? Okay. I love the fucking mullet. Holy crap.
Yeah, you like that?
That is amazing.
Kid Cash's trainer. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Morton trained him, yeah.
Wow.
He used to go by like David Morton or something like that. Kid Cash did. Harley Race.
8 times.
That's true.
He's just talking shit here.
That's not how that works.
They're only going to remember that you were pinned 9 times, not that you...
Yeah, but he wasn't pinned 9 times.
Well...
Kid Cash doesn't know math.
Let me tell you something, you ungrateful piece of...
TNA's like, you're damn right.
Dude, you can buy this Sting Moment of Truth DVD on Walmart.com for $72. Only one left.
Holy fuck. What? $72.
Oh!
Oh! He just slapped Morton. Now he's like mocking him and trying to run away. Oh, he's got Sarah Lee.
Oh my God. He's telling everyone to stay back. Who's that? It's Eric.
That's Eric
Watts. Mr. Explosion.
What the fuck? Uh-oh. And chokeslam.
Yeah, but remember who's on the stage. I'm assuming this isn't going to last.
I mean, Abyss is still distracted probably by the metal stuff. Megawatts. Oh, God.
Let me formally introduce you to the new Director of Authority. Oh, no. Oh, God, you can stop by my office. Oh, no, it's Eric Watts.
Eric Watts is the new Director of Authority. So he was referring to himself in the third person the entire time.
I had a really bad feeling about that. Oh.
Oh. Harley Race has dropped him with the left hand.
Damn. Wow, Abyss, thanks for your fucking help. Now he comes.
Dude. Way to be
Didn't
some
do
great
anything.
muscle there. He did nothing.
Damn it, Bob. I had such a bad feeling about that this whole time.
So now Eric Watts is the Director of Authority.
Well, you know what, though? He hasn't wrestled, he wrestled once or twice on the pay-per-view, so whatever.
So we basically have a babyface commissioner.
Yeah, you're right.
And then, wait a minute, then what is Callus?
I don't know. I forgot. He's like the in-between of the NWA, and I think he's like higher than Eric Watts would be.
He just says Shawn Michaels.
That's what I just thought I heard too, to be honest with you. So Shawn Michaels gets an X Division title match next week.
There's a pole, a baseball bat on one pole. On the other pole, a guitar. Jarrett and Legend on a pole match. More than that.
A pole match?
There's 2 poles. One's got a guitar, one's got a baseball bat.
Wait, what's this? Raven. He's calling Jim Mitchell. He's up in his nest area.
And he's acting like he doesn't know where he is.
See, you don't think I like the taste of my own blood? He licks it. And actually, I was going to point that out earlier, that if anyone could get hyped up when they see their blood, is it not Raven?
Probably.
So do you want to give me 4 drop toe holds on a chair last week? Bounced me off a table like a pinball. He said he's just getting warmed up.
Next week,
6-way. Clockwork Orange House of Fun match, a 6-way. Holy crap.
well, a 6-man tag, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He messed it up. He was like house clockwork.
Yeah, he was jumbled.
Yeah.
Match he's perfected. And a match that you won't be returning from. De Niro looks jacked right now, by the way.
Well, the way he's flexing. I mean, he's doing that on purpose.
Okay, he still looks fucking jacked.
Yeah.
Quote the Raven, nevermore. And we all do like a little taunt and pan out. Hell yeah.
Next week, a 6-man tag, Clockwork Orange House of Fun.
So yeah, Clockwork Orange House of Fun 6-way match. We are building for a pretty good show next week. X Division title match with Shawn Michaels and Chris Sabin. Did we miss part of that, or did he literally say he's fighting Shawn Michaels?
He said Shawn Michaels. Now, I think I know who he meant.
Yes, I think I do as well.
Because he's related to Shawn Michaels.
I think that's what I'm wondering. Did he say the cousin? Is it the cousin of Shawn Michaels?
I don't know. I heard Shawn Michaels.
So did I, but
I'm going to go.
Well, here we go. Yeah, Shawn Michaels gets X Division. D'Lo Brown coming out, not walking under the ladder, but instead climbing up it on the stage. That sounds like a really great idea.
Now, if I'm AJ Styles, I'm running out here and tipping it over.
Well, that's what I'm kind of waiting for.
And then I'd unhook it and then run up to the ring and grab the belt. Okay, see, missed opportunity.
Absolutely.
Okay, Devo's not head bobbing or nothing, so I don't feel like he's confident. It's ladder time, because that's what we do here in TNA. We have as many ladder matches as humanly possible in one.
Well, we have to. That's how it goes. We're going to AJ Styles. We're probably going to get championship entrances again, too. Like introductions. I like how half of these pictures in Styles thing is from like the first 2 shows. We just crossed all the pictures that flash right there. They have the from like the first 2 shows when they were in Huntsville. Here comes Styles and Trinity again. We've crossed the hour 41 minute mark. We're at an hour 41 minutes and 16 seconds.
Don't go under it, AJ.
Nope, he's going around. No one went under it.
I was going to say, Razor Ramon went under it, and he ended up having a lot of problems, so don't do that.
I'm pretty sure that Jeff Hardy walks under it every time he's in a ladder match.
That's even a better one.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Okay, yes. Don't walk under it. Both those guys had problems.
Yeah. Well, they did. They've overcome them, but they went a couple of decades with some serious problems.
Yes, they did.
I don't even know if RVD has. Maybe RVD's done it once, but he was dealing with plants. He wasn't dealing with
not the hard stuff,
beverages or nothing.
Beverages or powders and pills.
Nose stuff, nose candy.
Yeah. Now here we go, Bob. We're at the main event of the show, and Styles books it. He's going for the ladder, dude. He's done.
Now, why wouldn't he just grab that during his entrance, like I said?
To throw D'Lo off.
Okay. Undefeated.
He beat everyone from Savio Vega to Miguel Perez. This is an even
So
matchup.
he defeated the entire Los Pericuas stable in Puerto Rico? Okay. Whoa, crazy.
Styles using the stairs. Those aren't legal right now, AJ. It's only ladders. This is not a Full Metal Mayhem match.
No, it's no DQ.
Oh, Styles slid right under the guardrail again. He did that a week or two ago. I think it was a week or two ago.
Rams it into him. I'm surprised it takes them so long to do a Full Metal Mayhem match.
It does take a while, huh?
Yeah.
D'Lo off the stairs into the crowd.
You want to know, one of my favorite things is that with TNA, the Monsters Ball match is basically just a hardcore match, and they made it like, oh my God, devastating.
No, hold on. I'm going to stop you right there real quick. Because I have a soft spot for the Monsters Ball match, Bob. Yeah. Okay. And we'll get there very soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we will.
And the first couple are like really good. And like the way they present it is really cool because yes.
Don't even fucking say it. I'm in seclusion for 24 hours. Sunlight.
So they go crazy and like they're like
whatever. Now
later on in current day, there are street fights.
Yeah, it's hardcore.
But they do hardcore. Those are better though because then Vince Russo watching from the back again. Nowadays though, you have like fucking oh my God, Styles going for a dive, but D'Lo hit him in the head with the ladder. Nowadays it's like a street fight, but with barbed wire and thumbtacks. Whereas then you have like a Tommy Dreamer match, and then it's old school rules, and then it's just like shitty street fight.
Yeah.
So there is like they try to make it a little bit more violent than like a regular hardcore match, but essentially that's all it is.
Yeah.
But the first couple, wicked good.
I feel like the first one sucked.
I hope. Well, I'm telling you, this might be like my nostalgia talking though, Bob. That's like my favorite. Some of my favorite shit. It was when I was younger and I saw it. I was like, this is amazing.
Great. So I can't wait till we get to it and we watch it and you're like, wow, that fucking sucks in current age. And
I'll admit it. And if our listeners are going to follow us through there, you can call me on it. Look, Styles onto the apron now after breaking out of that suplex and coming in. Oh, springboard Hurricane Rana. That was beautiful. There is a table set up over there. So essentially this is no longer. He just set it up.
Not on the side he's on right now, on the other side.
No. The other side.
Yeah.
Which, if they're going to do what I have a soft spot for when they go through a ladder or a table when I forget about it. So hopefully that happens. Styles, holy shit, a huge dive to the outside.
Somersault dive to the floor.
Huge. But before I cut you off about the Monster Ball, what were you about to say? You're going to talk about their like stipulations? Matches?
Well, no. Well, I was just saying, like, it took them so long to do Full Metal Mayhem, but what happens, as soon as they start doing it, they overdo it. So, like with Monsters Ball, which wasn't an effective thing, then it was like every 2 or 3 months, it was like Monsters Ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Bound for Glory 2005 one's like my favorite. But then again, I was watching. This is a while ago, but on Pluto, I was watching the Impact channel, and it was a one night only that they had on there. And Abyss and Jeff Hardy had a Monsters Ball match, and I'm telling you, that was probably like the worst Monsters Ball match I've ever seen in my life.
Which one was it again? Who was in it?
It was a one night only, and it was Abyss against Jeff Hardy.
Oh, well, what do you expect?
I think it was like 2013.
Yeah, Abyss, Jeff Hardy. No, 2014. I'm looking at the list of them right now. One night only, # old school. That was in Poughkeepsie. Yeah, Poughkeepsie, New York. Not a lot going on in this match currently, by the way, as we're just chatting about Monster Ball matches. I think you're right, Bob. Bound for Glory 2005, it was Rhino, Abyss, Sabu, and Jeff Hardy. That one is good.
Yeah. I remember that being a good one.
The first is Monty Brown, Raven, and Abyss.
Right.
I got a soft spot for that one.
Do you remember that? I'm just very bitter towards Victory Road 2004 because I bought that pay-per-view and I was very disappointed by it, and I never bought one ever after that.
Oh, D'Lo gets whipped into the ladder and it's falling. Oh, my God, it landed on him.
Oh, and he saw it coming, so he put his hands up.
Thank God he saw it coming, dude.
Yeah, because if you didn't see that happen, that's smashing his face.
It did look nice when I mean, at least he saw it, and I'm glad he didn't get hurt. But like that look at that camera angle, that was good.
Yeah.
In that replay, and Trinity hands Styles a chair now.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't wait till we cover Victory Road 2004 on this podcast. I'm really, really looking forward to it.
I mean, I'm not.
I am for my own personal reasons, and I might hate it, and then I'll be sad.
I'm just very bitter towards it.
And I know why, and I get it. But D'Lo's setting up the ladder now after he just hit Styles with it. Styles is still standing, though, so don't bother climbing it. And he starts climbing it. Okay.
Of course. It's an interesting strategy. And oh, I thought D'Lo was still on the ladder, and he pushed that fast. I was just saying, what the hell? We're at 148.39, so we're in the closing minutes here of the show. As Styles rams the ladder into D'Lo's gut.
I'm going to take a guess before it gets too late.
Yeah.
Vince Russo has not come on camera this entire show, and I think the end of this match he's going to.
Well, I mean, he has been. He's just behind a pole.
Well, you know what I mean. He hasn't been out in front of the audience. He hasn't gotten involved in anything. I think they're saving it for this part of the show. Which kind of sucks, but oh no. Oh, damn, I thought he was going to bring him to the table.
I thought he was going to throw him over the top rope of the table. Like
Wait.
Oh, is he gone?
Is Russo gone?
He's gone.
He might be. D'Lo's climbing up now.
So that definitely means he's going to get involved.
He's hitting D'Lo.
Punching D'Lo around the butt cheeks. That slowed him down.
On the butt cheeks. And he pushes the ladder over. D'Lo gets hung over the top rope. Just across the ring there. Throws the ladder on D'Lo.
Jeez.
A lot of just throwing the ladder in this, but... Okay, Styles looking into the ring. I don't see nothing, so I don't know what you're looking for.
There's nothing on that side. It's on the other side if he's looking for it. Yeah, I think he knows that now. He's going all the way over. Let me get another ladder, probably, or a table.
Another table. Because one that hasn't been used isn't enough. This is weird.
Now that they have the Panda Energy money, they can spend a boatload of money on tables.
That's fine.
Although nowadays, people are using, like, doors.
Hey.
Wooden doors. I wonder if that's, like, just cheaper to buy a wooden door.
It does the same job, you know? I have seen a lot of door stuff.
Yeah, I remember I don't even think it was Game Changer, but like one company was like, "Oh, we're having a doors match." It's like, what the fuck is a doors match?
Oh, that's funny.
But you just put them through a door instead of a table, so it's a doors match.
Okay, Styles is laid on the table. D'Lo's in the ring setting the ladder up. I can't imagine this is going to end well.
No.
He's moving the ladder. He got it through the top and the middle rope to kind of keep it sturdy on the apron, but it's still shaking.
Yeah, so if I was the referee, I'd probably hold it for him.
He's kind of telling him not to do this. Dude, no way. No way.
Is he going to hold it? Oh.
Oh, my God. He just hit the low down frog splash. Holy crap.
The referee didn't even hold the ladder for him.
Dude, that was impressive. The way the table broke looks dangerous, too. Nice, sharp pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so D'Lo has a real good chance of winning right now. He's back in the ring. Crowd's going nuts. Or at least they're getting loud, I should say. I can't say they're going nuts, but... That ladder's fucked up because they keep hitting each other with it, but... Look at how crooked it is.
It's definitely crooked. It's uneven.
Look at his hands on the title.
Is D'Lo
going to win? Oh, shit. Siaki.
Oh, of course. Siaki again. Oh, no. Oh, he overshot it.
Oh, my God, dude. Sonny Siaki pushed over the ladder. D'Lo bounced off the top rope and overshot the table that's near the announce tables and then pretty much landed on the concrete between the table and the announcer's table.
Okay, well, D'Lo's like almost underselling what just happened to him because he's already on his knees.
Yeah, I don't know.
How are you already? No, come on.
No, I don't like that.
You've got to stay down a little bit.
No, I don't like that.
He's already trying to crawl it.
Okay. He's in the ring.
No way. See now, no, no, dude, come on.
He's trying to punch Styles.
Kidding?
Styles has his hand.
This guy no sold.
Styles' hands on the belt. Hold on. Oh! Okay, both hands were on the title. They both fell off the ladder. Co-NWA World Champion. Who's this? Vince Russo's in the ring. JB's in the ring. They're both trying to grab the belt from the ref.
I can't believe how many times in this company they do fucking draws in like no contests and fucking ladder matches. Styles ripped it away, and when they fell, D'Lo put his hand on it. Like, let's just be real here.
I mean, essentially. Oh, JB on the mic. Senior official, Rudy Charles. He's reached a decision. Okay, titles remaining with Styles because it has not, it didn't decisively lose her. Look at Russo, though. Russo grabbed the title from on Styles' stomach and was like celebrating with it. And
that's how we go off the air. Well, I mean, we're going to get another D'Lo AJ match. I mean, that's got to be evident here.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. That was a wild show, man.
Yeah. I am gonna say that was a thumbs up.
I was gonna give it a thumbs up too. I really enjoyed it. Now, I almost said it earlier on in the show. When we were about 30 minutes in, I was having a good time, but I was like, damn, it's only 30 minutes in. Like, it just felt like it was kind of going slow. But in general, I think that we got a lot done in this show.
I think they accomplished a lot.
And I think that's kind of what we've been needing here. Yeah. So I guess, like, looking ahead here, we obviously, like you just said, there's going to be some kind of rematch between these guys. Like, if it's got to happen. Who grabbed Raven? I think that's arguably the biggest question coming out of this.
For sure. And then we have Eric Watts as the director of authority, and then Don Callis is like, I'm an in-between dude. I can see that kind of getting confusing and a little redundant with like authority figure stuff, but
well, that kind of threw me off because I thought that meant Don Callis is like the guy, but then they were like, oh, it's Eric Watts, which is kind of what I was afraid of the whole time anyways, and then that ended up happening.
So this is what I think it's going to come down to. I think Eric Watts is going to be the NWA guy, and then Don Callis is going to be the TNA guy.
I kind of think it's going to be something like that. It's definitely going to be like, let's play off of. There's going to be that feud because obviously we know Callis is a heel, and we know Eric Watts seemingly is a face. So in that regard, I think what they're going to try to accomplish makes sense there, but it's going to be kind of annoying, I feel like, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And we also, I think next week's show is going to be a lot of fun, to be honest with you. I mean, a guitar and baseball bat on a 2 poles match. Jarrett against Legend, which has gotten a bunch of time and focus.
Yep. We have the 6-man tag Clockwork Orange House of Fun match.
Yep.
Which is going to be nuts. We have Chris Sabin against Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Of course. It's not Shawn Michaels. We all know this. It's Bob. You want to do the pleasures?
It's Michael Shane.
Michael Shane, who's related to Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, that sounds pretty good so far, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I am as well. This was a good progression. Am I a little annoyed that the best 2 out of 3 falls thing essentially ended in a draw? I mean, I know they gave it to Styles, but I think that was a draw.
I would say it's a draw, which I guess is sort of I feel like what they hinted at is like, it's a draw, but that means he gets to keep the belt.
Right.
I was really afraid that they were going to be like, we're going to vacate the title. And then I would have lost it.
And we're going to have a 16-man tournament.
Yeah, we're going to have a tournament. And I would have said, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if we're going to see Mad Mikey back. I thought he had a good showing on his first appearance here with Elix Skipper.
Yeah, I enjoyed him. I mean, obviously Crash Holly. I think he's an underrated worker. A lot of people remember his hardcore stuff, which was pretty enjoyable. Can't deny that. But for in ring wise though, he can be an entertaining guy. So I'm interested to see how much he gets to shine here in TNA.
Yeah. I would tell you right now, we do not see Altar Boy Luke again. That was his last appearance that we will see on pay-per-view.
Oh, wow.
And I believe I'm going to triple check, but I believe we're not going to see. Oh, no, never mind. Well, actually, yeah, we're not going to see Matt Sydal for a while.
2016 is the next time we see Matt Sydal.
No, I don't think that's true.
Oh, okay.
No, because he is yeah, he shows up. He shows up again, but it's going to be in 2004. So we will not be seeing him.
Okay.
For a long time, but cool to see them. But they are done, at least for the time being. And America's Most Wanted, they keep their titles, but Swinger and Diamond have definitely. We aren't done there.
No, not after the whole strap and bull rope stuff. I mean, I'm sure they're hinting at some kind of stipulation between.
Absolutely, but after that attack, I'd be shocked if we even see them next week. So, if they're smart, they'd keep them off next week and kind of build for a little bit.
Yeah, but you know what? That's a few that I've been interested in. Swinger and Diamond have done a really good job. I don't know what's been going on.
And honestly, Gilberti as a manager is way better.
Oh,
way better.
Keep him out of the ring. Let him be that annoying kind of.
It's perfect.
Chicken shit heel manager guy,
mouthpiece.
That's fine. But in the ring as like a main event dude, like they were trying to do there for like 2 weeks. Let's not do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up, man. I got nothing else. We pretty much touched on everything besides like the women thing, like the bit with bitch slap and lollipop and stuff. But I don't really know what they're doing with that anyway. So I guess we just kind of gotta wait and see with that. But
I don't think that's really anything. I think that's just them having.
It's just like a filler segment. You think?
Oh, yeah.
You don't think we're gonna have like an official match between any of them?
No.
Good. I hope not, because I don't think we need it.
I really doubt it.
I hope Tracy's gonna come back soon though, because I like Tracy, but.
I know she was the leader of the group, and she's not even there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's weird.
But we will see. I don't know. I don't got nothing else. I already plugged our Twitter about 7 times during the show, so I'm not even going to do that again. But I hope everyone has been enjoying the show. We have been enjoying going through this with you guys. Just let us know what you think. Keep on interacting with us as you all have been. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. It's going to be a Clockwork Orange House of Fun 6-man tag. And guess what? If you like pole matches, there'll be 1. But actually, there'll be 2. Who will get a guitar? Who will get the baseball bat? Next week, we'll find out. Legend and Jeff Jarrett. Until then, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
Damn thing changed. This is still my house. And for all of y'all that don't agree, I'll make sure y'all will never forget. I know. Just say it. Prime time, baby. This is PT's house. Pound for pound, I'm the best athlete in the world, bar none. It ain't easy being me, but this is what I do. And I'll make sure. Bam! High flying skill, bam! Toe-to-toe game, bam! Power game, bam! It ain't easy being me, but this is what I do. And I'll make sure y'all will never forget. I told you, this is what I do. Just say it. Say my name. Prime time, baby. This is the house that Prime Time built. Pound for pound, the best athlete in the world, bar none. Prime time, baby. Prime time. Whose house? PT, baby. Y'all must have forgot. I just wanted to say, this is what I do. You'll never forget.